Turn it up, baby. Feel it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the broadcast here today. The Batavia Muckdogs hosting the Niagara Falls Americans in today's matchup. It's a good one that we got ahead of us. Game that's sponsored with huge crowd. Stop DWI organization of New York, trying to keep the roads safe and important. Your families out there on the road. But at the same time, all that's fun and games behind us on the concourse that we saw earlier. Jarrett, there's plenty of people here in a packed stadium, and they're ready for some baseball as we're honoring both not only the but the local sheriff's office, but everyone in New York that's able to help and protect people on the roads, off the roads, dedicate their life to the services to improve everyone's daily life protection and services. But again, Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Niagara Falls today on a now cloudy afternoon here, July 9, 2026. But without further ado, let's jump in to what we've got in store. Again, my name is Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. Jarrett, we'll start everything how we usually do. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited with all the activities that were here behind us here in Dwyer Stadium. And right now, as we get into baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs are looking to win 7 straight right now. They constantly have the Jamestown Tarp Skunks and the Auburn Double Days breathing down their neck. So right now, they got to keep the win streak going. And these are the games that you got to take in terms of the schedule coming up. These are your games that you got to keep the streak going. So then when you play Jamestown and Auburn, and if just in case you lose those games, you still got that comfort with a lead.
It's good to hear the dogs barking. We'll see the first pitch. And that's down in the zone for strike one off the first pitch. So as we clear the field here, all the emergency vehicles on display here at Dwyer Stadium will jump right into the lineups of today's game. Again, the lineups are brought to you by Tompkins Bank Castile, but here we go. Just like dogs barking in the background as well. Here we go. Starting things off for the Muckdogs, it's designated hitter Cooper Russell, extra hitter Jackson Inman, and third baseman Miles Manell. On the opposite side for the American, second baseman Justin Gladfelter, center fielder David Harris, and left fielder Matthew Ganchow. Next four for both teams, we'll go through fast. Muckdogs, catcher Joey Socorro, second baseman Braden I, left fielder Evan Brock, and right fielder Kyle Vaughn. Right fielder Dominic Zangardi, designated hitter Vincent Favada, first baseman Adam Weiss, and third base Evan Shank. And for the last three for both teams, the Muckdogs, it's first baseman Braden Redmond, shortstop Jaden Vasquez, and center fielder Brian Johnson. And for the Americans, shortstop Anthony Savino, catcher Tyler Foxcroft, and extra hitter Logan Stickler. And on the mound, opening things up for the Batavia Muckdogs, that's number 14 in his first start for Batavia, Nolan Bunnell. And on the opposite side for the Americans, it's Kyrie Harmon. But again, Bunnell, we saw him not too long ago in the out-of-league games. We saw his display, but this is his debut for today. He's got the mound in control for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Yeah, right now he's looking to continue that streak that we have seen these pitchers for the past few games. Long outings. We're going deep into the ball game in these last few games, especially talking about yesterday when they played the Geneva Red Wings. Jack Page going 6 innings yesterday to have an absolutely unbelievable pitching performance. He's looking to do that today against the Niagara Falls Americans for his debut.
Exactly. And again, in his debut within division play, so no stats, a fresh start, but a little quick look at Nolan Bunnell. First year over at RIT with the High School of Brighton, New York. Hometown of Rochester, New York. Of course, I know Brighton, one of my rival schools. They beat us in tennis. I'm still not over it. But standing at 6'1", a right-handed pitcher. Here he goes. He's got the game in control. And speaking of in control, a look out for Batavia, who's out there on defense. So alongside Bunnell, it's going to be Joe Socorro, catcher, Braden Redmond at first, Braden I second, Jaden Vasquez over short, Miles Manell over third, Evan Brock left fielder, Brian Johnson center, and Kyle Vaughn at right. So again, past two matchups, you've seen quite a bit of shakeup at positioning on defense for the Muckdogs, and it's because right now we're seeing some players trying to just recover, take some time off, and you also got to be able to put out another lineup that will suffice for the long-term, long run that this season does have ahead. It's not over. There's still plenty of games left. With just about 2 weeks left of games to be played, you got to be ready for anything, and these movements in the defensive positions are definitely going to help out here.
And we're also hitting that time where colleges might be calling for some of their players to come back. So, got to have backup plans. People that are going to be in positions that you probably haven't seen in a while. Hopefully they can perform in those situations.
Well, here we go. We'll see the first pitch for Nolan Bunnell. First pitch is down low for ball one. Up to bat for the Niagara Falls Americans is number 27, second baseman Justin Gladfelter. Make it a 2-0 count. We'll look at Gladfelter's stats coming into today. He's got a batting average of a .259. 58 at bats, gets a swing of that over to second, and a play at first. In time, so don't even need to know the stats. All you got to know is his batting average just went down from a .259. But right now, 1 out. Following the ground out from Gladfelter, it brings up number 18 center fielder David Harrison. Jarrett, take me through his stats.
Yep, I got you on this one. David Harris has played in 21 games. He started in 20 with a .467 batting average, leads the team in batting average with 60 at-bats, 28 of them being hits, 2 doubles, and 5 RBIs in the season.
One out now. First pitch for Harris is just outside for ball one in this count, 1-0. But again, David Harris, statistically one of the best Americans on the team. Guess you don't get any more American than himself. The 1-0, but the first strike for the game, for the career, statistically speaking, it's a 1-1 count. But Harris right now, 28 hits, leads the team, like you mentioned, but only 2 doubles out of those 28 hits. So, I mean, a hit's a hit, but you would think maybe a little more being able to get here and there. But I guess he's commonplace over at first. Foul ball makes it a 1-2 count.
Well, I think also a big reason why his common plays at first is because also he's got 13 stolen bases right now. That is second on the team in stolen bags.
Speaking of stolen bases, 2 names notably absent from the lineup, Jalen David and Glenn Brooks for Batavia. 2 guys who are commanding the stolen base categories. That's ball up high, a 2-2 count. Jalen David, 29. Glenn Brooks at second with 27. They're not in today's lineup, so you're going to have to rely on some new guys to be able to pull off a crime and steal off some bags from Dwyer. That's bottom right, but too low. Full count now.
Yeah, that's just a Batavia Muckdogs way right there. Second in the league in stolen bases. They have clearly shown that there's other people other than David and Brooks that can steal bags and can keep the Skips offense going in these games.
Now, in terms of something that you would see on standings, I'll ask you this question in just a second, though, Jarrett. But the payoff is a bloop over to short. Vasquez able to get underneath it. 2 outs now. Brings number 15 left fielder Matthew Ganschow up to the plate. And Jarrett, do it once more.
So Ganschow has played in 22 games. He started in 21 with a .356 batting average, 59 at-bats, 21 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 23 RBIs.
All right, here's the trivia question I wanted to give you is, in terms of the standings, what stat between the Muckdogs and the Americans are complete opposite?
So like first to last?
Not quite. That's driven over to right, and it's going to reach all the way to the grass and all the way to the wall. As Ganschow heads for second, and it's a stand-up double. The first hit for the Americans comes from Matthew Ganschow. Now puts himself on second base. Up to the plate is the cleanup man, Dominic Zangardi, over in right field for the Americans.
So what do you mean by that question then?
So going to that question, it's the trends that both these teams have come in. So if you looked at the standings tab that's what I was referring to. It was kind of a like trick question almost.
Oh, okay,
But the last
gotcha.
10, Batavia is 9-1 in the last 10 games. The Americans 1-9. They are desperate to get something going in what you could call a late season collapse. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
I was thinking like team stats, so I was definitely thinking like something like ERA or stolen bases, where Muckdogs, especially in that ERA, also.
No, I kind of set you up for that one. But again, 9-1 in the last 10. That's outstanding for the Muckdogs. You can't say the same for the Americans, as that's popped up over in a foul territory over the third baseline and snagged by Manel for the third and final out of the top of the first. 3 gone, and we head to the bottom, where Batavia will have their first chance at the crack of the bat when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Bottom of the first. Before we get anything going, let's take you through the lineup, or the defensive setup, should I say, not the lineup, but for the Americans one more time. And here we go. On defense for the Americans, it's Kyrie Harmon on the mound. And catcher, that's Tyler Foxcroft. For your infield, that will be Adam Weiss. Second, that will be Justin Gladfelter. Short, Anthony Savino. And third, Evan Shank. For your outfield, starting from left to right, Matthew Ganchel, David Harris, and Dominic Zangardi.
Yeah, when we talk about the Niagara Falls Americans, one of their biggest weakness has been that pitching. They've constantly tried bringing in new pitchers to try to get the job done. Harmon is now the new one on the block for the Niagara Falls Americans. He's another pitcher that is making his debut today. This one for the Americans, though.
Well, you know the old adage, first you don't succeed, try again, and that's what the Americans are attempting to do with trying to just find someone who can get any fire lit underneath them, because, again, going back to it, they're 1-10, or excuse me, 1-9 in the past 10 games. And that's just a stat you can't afford in this late season, because they were in that bunch of within like that 2.5 game window for the 4 spot earlier this season. And since then, it's all just gone downhill for them. And it's, of course, just it's simple as that. That's not what you want to see.
Well, now we're also seeing teams that are finally starting to like get on these winning streaks, starting to get hot. Niagara Ironbacks are the big example. They're now 4th in the league right now, passing Elmira Pioneers. Geneva Red Wings, they were off on a really terrible start too. They're starting to bring themselves back up in the standings. Niagara's been the complete opposite. They're on a big losing streak right now. They're trying to get a win, trying to get it back going. But right now, they keep slipping and slipping in the standings. And they got to fix that if they want to try to work some magic to get back in the playoffs.
Because right now, as it stands, their one win in this past 10 games is the reason that their loss streak, which is now at, I believe it should be at 8 games. Yes, at 8 games. If they had lost that game against June 28th in the second one of the doubleheader against the Elmira Pioneers, their losing streak would have been at 13. So this last second slide has been abrupt, to say the least. But looking at the field, first pitch, hit by pitch, and Cooper Russell was in there in the batter's box. He's in there no more and is stationed over at first base. But now up to bat for Batavia, number 2 extra hitter, Jackson Inman.
Yeah, but also right now, Cooper Russell, third on the team with stolen bases right now. So he can cover that Glenn Brooks, Jalen David role. He's kind of showed that a little bit, being that number 1 guy.
We'll see if he can get it done for them. First pitch bounces off Foxcroft. Sits down in the dirt, and Cooper Russell, there you go, Jarrett, steals second and is now on 2 just like that.
Jackson Inman right now has a .464 batting average, leads the league in batting average with 21 games, 21 of them being starts, 69 at-bats, 32 hits, 8 doubles, a home run, and 20 RBIs. That is third also on the team with RBIs.
Down low for ball 2, and another unfortunate trend for the Americans is they've been shut out 4 times, in their last 10 games. So when I truly put it in the way of saying that they have been missing out on a late or going into a late season collapse, they truly have on offense. That's fouled off. It's now a 2-1 count because the last time these two teams met, it was a defensive matchup. 2-1 win for the Batavia Muckdogs dating back to the 4th of July matchup we had there in the Falls. But that one was truly just, the game moved by so quick, and then it just hit an abrupt late game where everyone was slowly getting tired, and we saw a few more hits, but it was no putouts and no one scoring, and a 2-1 finish for Batavia to climb back.
And also, you constantly had the fireworks going off. And like I always say,
Cooper Russell going to third, slides in, and he's in time.
And that's always something that's going to ruin your pitcher's momentum, hearing like a random firework come off in the middle of your pitching stance. So today's the day where we're going to not hear any fireworks, hopefully. You never know. But we'll see how these pitchers perform now with no fireworks going off in their ears.
That's unfortunate for them because I just have like a pack of fireworks in my book bag, so I'll try to distract them again. A 3-1 count. That's outside, ball 4. Inman will be given his base over at first. It's 2-1, runners on the corner situations for Batavia. It leads to third baseman number 8, Miles Manel, up to bat.
And Manel has played in 19 games. He started in all 19, 327 batting average, 55 at-bats, 18 bean hits, 3 doubles, a triple, and 11 RBIs. And you got runners in the corner now. Would not be surprised if we see Jackson Inman maybe try to steal second here, and we'll see what the catcher does in order to deal with the runners in the corner.
Well, first pitch is hit by pitch. So forget anything about that. It's by the legs of Manel. Playing hopscotch, won't be able to do him much. Can't get out of the way. And bases loaded for Batavia in the blink of an eye. No outs, and the cleanup man catcher, Joey Socorro, up to the plate. Socorro yesterday had himself a day, to say nonetheless.
Definitely was that early player of the game kind of player in that game yesterday.
I wouldn't even just say early. I would say the full thing.
Full game, yeah. But he showed off early that he was ready for that game.
He did have that 3 RBI double to bring in the first set of scoring for Batavia. You are correct, but he held his own throughout that game. But a fresh count, it's Joey Socorro up to the plate. We'll go through his stats just yesterday. But he pops it up within the infield, and the first baseman able to stick with it, not losing the sun. Weiss on the play, 1 out. So maybe we jinxed him on that one. But Joey Socorro yesterday with 5 at-bats, recorded 3 hits, 4 RBIs total, 1 strikeout, with 1 run scored for himself as well. A double and 2 singles. but still very effective. The best offensive performance yesterday from either team. It's number 17, second baseman Braden I up to the plate. Again, 1 out, bases loaded. First pitch, high up, stairs on the rooftop. It's ball 1.
Brayton I has played in 16 games. He started in 12 with a 2.14 batting average, 42 at bats, 9 of them being hits, and then 5 RBIs in the season for the Muckdogs.
One 0 count is fouled off. So it's now 1-1. On deck for Batavia, it's left fielder number 11, Evan Brock. Can tell you, I know we just jinxed him about having the fly out, but Socorro from his performance yesterday definitely earned the cleanup spot today for the batting order. But the 1-1 just too high. 2-1.
For Harmon's debut right now, he's already in a very bad pickle right now. Bases loaded. This is not something that you want in your first game as an American.
No, but you can always try to be able to spin it. We did see Stefanucci for Batavia. He had a very similar situation as that's called fair. Play at home. In time and able to get the force out by stepping on the plate. Good awareness from the first baseman, Weiss, to elect to not go where he usually does and just laser at home and gets Cooper Russell out. Couldn't beat the ball out in time, but 2 outs, bases will stay loaded. Fielder's choice again at home plate. Brings up to left fielder number 11, Evan Brock. 2 outs, and we just talked about he's usually fighting for that 4th spot in the batting order. His cleanup. He's got a good opportunity to basically do the same job here. Inside for ball 1. I completely blanked on what I was trying to say before that hit transpired.
Talk about something about Stefanucci getting out of
Oh, yeah, no, because Stefanucci, he had bases loaded from the get-go almost with 2 walks and a hit by pitch and immediately bounced back, only allowing 1 run with no out scenario. So I could tell you, as much as that's up high and close to the face, ball 2-0 count, that you can't call out Harmon so early. Because right now he's fought back. No runs scored.
That's true. That's
2
true.
outs.
But right now he's got Mr. Reliable up, like you always say. Second in RBIs with 38, with that 375 batting average, with 88 at-bats, 33 hits, 7 doubles, a triple, a home run, and then, like we mentioned, that 38 RBIs.
As Brock gets underneath that shallow center grass. Who's got it? A little last-minute communication caught by the center fielder for the Americans. Harris on the play. 3 outs, so Harmon does get it done.
Gets out of it.
Able to get out of the jam with 3 runners left on for the Muckdogs. And they will be back on defense for the 2nd inning. We'll stay on air for this one as well. But again, we'd like to remind you from a message from Stop DWI. So that's way off screen, but I guess it works. Just drives over or get pulled over. I don't know why it showed up there. It was supposed to be down there. Here, pretend that didn't happen.
Took a sharp right turn.
Here, no, I can do it again. Trust me. Oh, now it's too low. I got it perfect there.
Bang.
Drives over or get pulled over. A message from Stop DWI. Drive safe and make smart choices. Have a plan. Now that I got that issue out of the way, we made it work. We stayed fighting. Batavia is back on defense. It's a 0-0 ball game after the first inning came and went. And still out there is, again, it's 2 new guys on the mound for both teams. It's lighthearted baseball. That's what I'm going to call it for today. But again, no scores yet. And Jarrett, I mean, we'll go through your talking points here. It's a little late, but better late than never. We'll go through Jared Bear's cookie jar and just here in a second.
So right now, first things first, obviously we got to bring up that new and old. Right now, we are seeing new players that are coming into the game right now. Constantly we've talked about Burnell. We've talked about Vasquez, the shortstop, who is only playing his third game right now. But also we have old players that are playing new positions. For example, Monell is kind of like the big one. Next one, clean transition. Always got to play that clean baseball. We have seen constantly them playing these strong games and keeping errors not being an option. That's what they got to do. And then Western lead. Right now they're on that win streak, but so is Jamestown and Auburn. They are constantly breathing on their necks every game. Right now, 2 games behind is the Jamestown Target Skunks because 2.5 games behind because yesterday.
One game behind. They're 2.5 games behind the Amsterdam Mohawks.
1 game behind. Right now, they just got to keep this win streak going.
As that gets by Manel over at third, leaks out to left field, and a base hit for the leadoff man for the Americans here. And the top of the second is Vincent Favada. So we'll get that score bug up and ready for you. But again, that was number 23 designated hitter Vincent Favada leading things off with a base hit, able to get by Manel over at third. Usual shortstop for Batavia. We saw him not too long ago take on the third base role against the Buffalo Diesel. He played excellent, to say none the least, over there. Runner going is Favada. Throw from Socorro. This one would be close, but a little behind Layton. The slide had Cooper Russell stumbling a little.
Going back to Manel's play, they call it the hot corner for a reason. Balls are going to constantly come in at an unbelievable pace. Manel, always being at shortstop's got to get used to that again. Over at third, obviously he played in that Buffalo Diesel game and played a very good performance. But we got a league game now. A little bit of changes here and there. More pressure in that kind of game.
So it's now a 1-1 count following the foul ball. Number 26, first baseman, Adam Weiss.
Weiss has played in 23 games. He started in 22 with a .250 batting average, 56 at-bats, 14 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, and 10 RBIs in the season.
So that's outside for ball 2. But now we'll make sure he stares down Favada over at second. That's sent to right, going foul though, and it's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, right now he was a little late on that off-speed pitch right there. I would love to see Bunnell try to get a fastball past him in this situation to get the punch out and make it his first punch out with the Muckdogs.
Runner going, he fouled off. I'll have to do it again, and Favada has to get sent back. This matchup marks the third to last of the season. There will be one more at each location. Next one in the upcoming schedule. We'll see that graphic later this game, but of course July 14th at the Falls. And then as well on July 25th, the last matchup for Batavia, the second one for Falls, as that's again fouled off over to right. But second to last matchup for the Americans will be against the Batavia Muckdogs here at Dwyer Stadium, July 25th.
Something to keep an eye on. Burnell now throwing that fastball. He's still laying on it, still fighting the count here. I really want to see what he throws in this next pitch right now to try to get a ball in play, or again, the punch out to get his first for the Muckdogs.
2-2 count, again, still in search of his first strikeout. The deal is again fouled off. So plenty of souvenirs for the fans.
Seven pitch at bat already in the top of the second inning, really trying to burn Burnell's pitches early in this game.
Once, twice, thrice. That's how many foul balls we have back to back to back. The 2-2 is down low, blocked down by Socorro, but it's now a full count for Weiss. Stare down at Favada, no one covering the bag. Batavia defense ready, the payoff. Outside, ball 4 and a walk. Puts Weiss on first. 2 runners on for the Americans, first and second covered. Right now, the matchup between these two teams, we talk about game trends. It's for Batavia. They have a 4-1 record in their series against the Americans this season. The only win for the Americans, that dates it back in their not doubleheader, but back-to-back matchups. Batavia was able to get the win 6-1 on June 19th, but then again, the Americans getting their first win against the Muckdogs June 20th, just a day after, 15-4 at the Falls, and a very big statement win. I remember for that one, it was all Americans. They had no slowing down that game.
Rain was playing a massive factor in that game, too. We were shocked watching that game as broadcasters.
Strike 1, though, for Evan Shank. He'll swing and miss. It's 0-2 quickly. Again, that's number 10, third baseman Evan Shank in the batter's box for the Americans. And Jarrett, most brief, just give me his batting average and hits right now.
So he's got 130 batting average and 23 at-bats and then 4 hits, and he has only 1 RBI so far. Hopefully he can get this batter out early, especially after that long at-bat he had.
0-2. Down low, 1-2 now. One, two. Check swing says he went off the outside pitch, and it's the first strikeout for Bunnell going against Evan Shank, who couldn't commit. That brings up shortstop number 22, Anthony Savino.
Savino has played 19 games. He started in 17 with a 157 batting average. With 51 at-bats, he's got 8 hits, a double, and only 4 RBIs in the season.
First pitch for the fresh count is down low for ball 1. One count, runners going. It's sent between the gap. Good movement to draw off the Batavia defense as a runner scores for the Americans. An RBI single for Savino. The runners going situation from Favada and Weiss. Weiss going to second. Drew Cooper Russell over to the bag. And the slap hit from Savino perfectly meets toe and toe. Right out to the outfield it goes. And a base hit. Again, RBI single for Savino brings in the first score for this matchup. 1-0 for the Americans. And that one, you kind of have to just tip the hat off. It played perfectly well for them.
Oh, yeah, that's Coach Skip's blueprint right there. Hit and runs. He absolutely loves those. The Niagara Falls coach literally just took a page out of his book to get that run for the Niagara Falls Americans.
So again, RBI single for Anthony Savino. It's runners on the corner situation as Adam Weiss is still stationed at third base. It was Favada on the score, which made it 1-0. In the batter's box is number 29 catcher Tyler Foxcroft, who takes ball 1 and a 1-0 count. Bunnell deals. It's dribbled slower to second. Safe at 2. And the fielder's choice does not work out for Russell. Right now he's trying to make some call, but I don't think it's going to play. Another run for the Americans. It's 2-0 as Weiss comes in to score.
Bray and I over at second just really struggled with that transition right there.
Excuse me. Yes, you are right. Not Cooper Russell. I made a mistake. It's Braden I. Thank you for that correction. I'm so used to Cooper Russell being at 2.
That's
I think
true.
I said that twice already earlier this broadcast, and it's just habit. Woo, that's called ball 1 inside. That's Logan Stickler, the extra hitter, number 17. The last man in the lineup for the Americans comes up with 2 on, 1 out. First and second covered. We'll take strike 1 looking. It's now a 1-1 count. But again, 2-0 following the hit from Foxcroft.
And Stickler has played in 10 games. He started in 7 with a 143 batting average, 21 at-bats, 3 hits, and only
That
1
slapped
RBI.
shallow in play with the infield grass, and another hit for the Americans. Stickler loads the bags just like that, and we're back to the top of the lineup. Justin Gladfelter will make his second appearance in the second go-round of the carousel for the Americans' batting order. But that one went down fully swinging and able to make
That's a little swing bunt right there.
whatever you want to call it, yeah. This Mad Dog has now made an appearance behind us. I'd like you to know that trivia is coming soon, and you stop by Dwyer Stadium. You couldn't.
You could
You
be
could be a potential participant within his own mini game shows held within each inning.
How about you say it to us and we'll try to answer the question first.
No. I think we asked the audience, but hold on. It's a 1-0 count for Gladfelter. You're going to have to wait there, Mad Dog. Take strike 1 looking. It's now a 1-1 count.
Gladfelter grounded out his first at-bat, looking to maybe get something on the ground again. If you're Brunell, try to get a double play to get out of this inning.
That's sent over to right field. It'll get down all the way in the corner. It's fair. 1 run comes in. Another one sent home. Close play at the plate. Socorro gets the tag applied, and he's out. So only 1 more run for the Americans as 2 were sent home. 1 sent to the dugout and victorious. 1 will have his head held down low. 3-0 for the Americans. 2 runners still on, and now 2 outs. So Gladfelter with the double brings up center fielder number 18, David Harris, to the box. But 3-0 following the RBI double from Gladfelter.
Now you got the best hitter up on the Niagara Falls. Americans really would be calm the team down if you get one of the best batters out right here and go into the bottom of the second to try to get some runs to answer back.
So ball 1 for this count, 1-0. And that's outside, 2-0. Ready for the Americans, that's 5 hits in the blink of an eye. 4 coming here in the top of the second inning alone. So they've got something figured out. Sends that right back to Bunnell. And scoop toss over to first. It's all the way to the foul pole. And off the error, 2 more will score. And advances to second is Harris as well. So reaches first, but Vasquez, good play to stay in front of the ball and tries to make a twist and throw, but couldn't make it on the mark.
and he had to get the ball out of his hand quickly. He made that unbelievable play, but by the time that he finally had it in his glove, the guy was already so close to first. Had to get the ball out quickly now. Coach Grant now out to talk to his pitcher right now. 5-0's a score. Just, wow. Hits back to back to back. The domino effect is just falling right now.
It's just one of those times where you get blinded by trying to make the out that it's probably a scenario where you wish you could take it back and hold on to the ball. Vasquez, again, putting the glove down on the run, able to hang on to the ball. Good stop to get in front of it and prevent it from being more catastrophic. But the throw to first was not where it needed to be as it reaches all the way to the foul fencing. That's what I meant to say when I said pole. That would have been way off mark. But again, all the way to the fencing over in foul territory. That brought in 2 more runners unearned for the Americans. It's 5-0. 2 outs, 1 on, and that's David Harris over at second. Brings up left fielder number 15, Matthew Ganschow. Sends that foul over towards right. It's out of play and goes down as strike 1.
Had a double his last at bat. Just got to get out of this inning right now and then be a goldfish and hopefully try to get some runs back. But for right now, got to get the batter out right here. And Ganschow with a runner at second leads the team with RBIs.
So an 0-1 count. It's dealt. Sent over to Manel, and he can't stay in front of it. Goes all the way to the left. Comes home is the runner, Harris. The play at the plate, not in time. David Harris on the score, and Matthew Ganschow will advance to second as well. So 6-0, the Americans jumping out to a dominant lead just like that.
Just, wow, just so many things just not going their way right now.
That's something you didn't want to see. But gets by Manel.
Registered as a hit, though. Wasn't an error on Manel. But still, we're really looking to get that play to get out of this inning.
That's fouled off. Can tell you it was a single. Advances to second on the throw. But an RBI single at that for Ganschow. Six runs, 6 hits. For the Americans, fouled that off. It's Dominic Zangardi, number 3 right fielder. Fly out in his first plate appearance. On deck is the man who led off the top of the second alone, Vincent Favada. But again, we got to go through Zangardi, who's an 0-2 count. Runner going, gets underneath that. It's a popped up to left. Evan Brock looks like he's got it, and he does. 3 outs off an agonizing top of the second inning. 6-0 is your score. The Americans putting up one of their best offensive performances in quite some time. This is their highest total since June 30th. And right now it's against the right opponent, the leader within the West Division, the Batavia Muckdogs. 6-0 is your score. We'll be right back in just a second, though, for more baseball heading to the bottom of the second.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
All right, the bottom of the second. Here we go. Leading things off is number 22, right fielder Kyle Vaughn. The first pitch, up high, ball one. But again, Batavia down early in a quick hole. 6-0, following 6 runs in the top of the second for the Americans. Dribbles that. It's going back to the pitcher. Can't field it correctly. A backhanded toss and gets the out. So second take will work for Harmon.
Wow,
And
that was unbelievable. Throwing the hat to the ground. He must have got lost in his eyes a little bit. So. Yeah, that was just an unbelievable play right there. Sorry about that. Lost the ball, but still kept it in play. Threw his hat out to try to see where the ball was. Just a play that you wish could have went your way.
So 1 out now for the Americans defense. It brings up first baseman number 7, Braden Redmond. And that's outside, ball 1.
Redmond has played in 10 games. He started in 6 with a .333 batting average with 18 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs.
Now, so that one went for outside in the first count. The second pitch is down low, and now a 2-0 count for Redmond. Two-0 count. Harmon at the ready. Motions through. And the pitch. Makes a unique hop. Is stuck on the netting.
Wow.
How does that happen? Off the catcher, off the corner of the backstop, and takes a nice roll and just now wants a nice sit spot up there. You could just see it. It looks like a little dot on your screen, but yeah, you can see that pretty clearly. That's a unique set of circumstances for that to occur. I'm more impressed of what it hit to bounce up like that.
Well, we'll see on the next foul ball if this
It'll probably come down.
Yeah, we'll see.
3-0. Outside, the heater can't punch it in within the zone. And ball 4, walk for Redmond. And he'll take his base. It leads up to number 4, shortstop Jaden Vasquez, up to bat.
Vasquez has already played in 2 games right now with 6 at-bats. He's got 2 hits with that .333 batting average, one of them being a double, and then 2 RBIs in the season for his early season with the Muck Dogs.
So 1 out, Redmond over at first. First pitch is a little inside. A 1-0 count. Runner going, Redmond to second. He's in time. The ball is not, and he's safe. But now Redmond safely at second. It's a 2-0 count back at the plate for Vasquez, and scratch that, hit by pitch. 2-1.
That is already the 3rd hit by pitch.
3rd hit by pitch, 2 walks already, puts 2 runners on as Vasquez takes over first base. It leads up to 52 center fielder Brian Johnson in the last spot, and they're meeting out there on the mound. Again, no one's warming up. Want to expect an early takeout here for the pitcher who's got the starting nod. Again, that's Kyrie Harmon. Right now, Batavia, they did have the opportunity to score early, so I wouldn't count them out being down 6-0.
No,
In terms of scoring, that's not what you want to be in a situation, but they had 3 runners left on and just back-to-back-to-back flyouts and the fielder's choice, and that kind of messed up what they had going. But right now, Harmon, we talked about it, 3 hit by pitches, 2 walks. No hits yet, but at the same time, that's 5 players who've been able to get on base because of that, and you have the opportunity to definitely match their scoring and chip away with it slowly. Just what they need to do is let the Americans help them, like have the Americans dig their own grave and bring it back. If they can keep this line moving, exactly as Dwight Chandler's saying down there, keep the line moving with this, and it seems to be going that way, as that's ball 1 for Johnson. He'll definitely be able to get some scores brought in.
Yeah, right now you got those runners in scoring position. This is the 2nd inning in a row that you got a runner, at least a runner in scoring position right now with very early outs, that being 0 or 1 out. Right now, you just got to have the ball be in play, and obviously you could play your offense, stealing bases, getting aggressive in the base. As right now, we already got a 2-0 count right now. Hitter friendly, because now they're trying to look for that strike. If he wants to attack it, he can, but it has to be in play that hits the ground.
That's the thing. You already, now in inning 2, you get your teammates to be able to be like, all right, he's got these spots. Short sample, but I'm able to learn quickly. And a 2-0 count with that. As he shows bunt, Johnson pulls it back inside ball 3.
I definitely like that call. Get him caught off guard a little bit. Advance the runners, and Brian Johnson's got some speed too. He's definitely another one of the fast runners on this team. We have seen him pinch run for a few guys in this season.
He is a speedster at that half, as Brian Johnson on the season. In terms of stolen bases, only 4, but again, shows bunt inside ball 4, and I think that was all just a mind game there. You're just trying to catch him off guard. Show it once after he goes through his windup, and then eventually shows bunt before, pulls it back. Didn't even think about that. On the 3-0 count, it's ball 4 inside. Walk, hit by pitch, and walk are the last 3 at batters, and back to the top of the lineup as that came to what was my mind. Fresh count Cooper Russell up to bat, hit by pitch in his first plate appearance, as he's got bases loaded and 1 out.
And now it's a rerun. You got bases loaded again. We have rewinded the tape back. This time, though, we just got to see a different story here, and hopefully some of these runners can score.
It's basically a second chance, as that's inside for ball 1.
Right now, Herman's just really trying to hit that inside corner right now to get the batters. Maybe get a little jam opportunity, jam him a little bit, so you can still have that play at home to get that lead runner.
Yeah, but I want to be too favorable on trying to jam him too many times. You've already quite literally jammed him 3 times with 3 hit by pitches. That's down in the dirt for ball 2. And the count just keeps moving as Vasquez, he had a 2-0 count and then was hit by a pitch. And then for Brian Johnson, 4-0 and now 2-0, so that's 8 straight.
And even though it's a 6-0 score, the crowd is still getting into it. We just heard the stomping going.
2-0 count for Russell. And we'll break the streak. So maybe again, a broadcaster's curse is exactly when I try to bring up the streak. He throws his first pitch, or first strike. Yeah.
That one got the inside corner, though. That one, he finally got it.
He drilled that one in the zone, yeah. 2-1. The pitch, and that's by the head of Russell. And that would have shaked his noggin up quite a bit. It's a ringer whenever you get hit in the helmet.
This is starting to get scary right now. He's really just trying to hit that inside corner, but right now he's just all over the place, putting the batters in some serious risk right now.
3-1 count. Bases loaded. Russell at bat, the pitch inside ball 4, and a walk will circle the bases. You get a bag, you get a bag, everyone gets a bag. 1 run scored for Batavia. Coming back to the dugout is Braden Redmond. So in the last 4 plate appearances, that's 3 walks and a hit by pitch. The only out of this inning being the leadoff man, Kyle Vaughn, who grounded out back to Harmon. But it leads to extra hitter number 2, Jackson Inman, up to the plate, a walk in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, I really do wonder how Inman attacks here. Obviously, he hasn't found the zone yet, but Inman leads the league in batting average, and he's got the bases loaded now. I wonder if he's going to be patient or he's going to try to be aggressive.
I think right now, as that's up high, ball 1, you're going to have to be patient. Yes,
right.
You are a noble hitter, but at the same time, you're not going to have Harmon, if you're trying to play the counts, who's now walked 4 batters and 3 hit by pitches, or 3 hit 3 batters, you're not going to have him in this game forever, so you got to be able to take advantage while you can. And yes, it's a good opportunity. So if you see your pitch, I wouldn't be surprised if he does go for a swing, but he's definitely coming up to this box with the mindset of just let it go, and I take it back. Gets underneath that on the inside of the bat as it breaks.
Yeah, that definitely sounded like the bat definitely broke right there, jammed him.
He got the jam, yeah.
Now you got the nice piece of firewood now that you could use for those nice little campfires in the summer.
There was the jam you were talking about. Inside, Inman elected to go swinging with it. It's now 2 outs. You could hear that. But I will take away my comments from the patience. Inman, again, trying to approach it. Got 2 underneath it again. The broken bat will not ever help that. It's just kind of blooped up in the air. Brings up third baseman number 8, Miles Manel. That's a little buzz cut.
He already got hit by a pitch, and that once again just almost hit him right in the arm.
One-0 for Manel. That one, Manel thought it would be a little too high, but no, it's fastball in the zone and a 1-1 count. Whoops. Got the camera back and ready. Ignore that. 1-1. And that's, again, too high. Lost the hat off that pitch. 2-1. But Batavia just trying to be patient. Let the pitches come to them. If you find what you like, then take a crack at it. But other than that, I'm going to say that bat should not be leaving your shoulders. So the Americans are giving them a great opportunity to come back. Swing and a miss for Manel, and it's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, now you got to fight here. The whole thing changes now. Obviously, you want to work these counts a little bit, but now you got to fight now. Bases loaded, especially 2 innings straight, bases loaded. Leaving out with only 1 run, it's just going to definitely hurt that dugout.
A 2-2 count. The delivery. Swings, sends it to short. The play at second. Oh, close call, but called out. Got the play at 2. Brings an end to the bottom of the second. 6-1. 3 runners left on for Batavia.
All right, if you want to chip away right now, now you got to get that 0. You got the 1 run you need. I know it was bases loaded. You're really hoping for more, but you were able to break through with 1 run. Now it's just time to put up some zeros and start chipping away at this lead.
Can tell you right now that inning, given what they had, did not go their way. As much as they did have the opportunity, were not able to sit on it and let it play out. But 1 run scored for Batavia at 6-1, and we'll be back in a moment when we come back from this commercial break for the 3rd inning. We'll see you then.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sherry John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
The 3rd inning underway here. The first pitch, ball 1 for the leadoff man for the Americans. We'll make that a 2-0 count. Is number 23 designated hitter Vincent Favada. Last time he was up to lead off the top of the second. It worked out well for the Americans in their favor. 6 runs unanswered so far. Check swing, it doesn't matter. Strike 1, a 2-1 count for Favada. Right now for Batavia, their offensive play, they've not recorded a hit yet, but at the same time have left 6 runners on base as that goes for strike 2, a 2-2 count.
Yeah, right now, like we mentioned before, they're getting those opportunities. They've gotten bases loaded in 2 innings in a row. Now you just got to work these counts and try to maybe get some balls in play that actually drop in order to score those runs.
So that's fouled off, and we'll do it again. But be patient. If you get another chance like that, that's the thing. If Harmon comes out, I think you definitely just have to go in the mindset. Everyone in that dugout has to know, be patient. Unless you absolutely get the pitch you like. 2-2 up high, full count. And it's just because we go to the stats, literally no strikeouts so far for Harmon. 4 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and you got to be able to just read the lines, read in between the lines. Payoff, swing and a miss. Speaking of strikeouts, it's another one for Bunnell. 2 on the day. An important one there. That's how you set the tone here and change up how the last inning went as it brings up first baseman number 26, Adam Weiss.
Yeah, we talk about Harmon, how he like walked and hit batters. It's been the opposite for Burnell. He's actually getting bats in play or balls in play. It's just right now they're not getting the outs for him. So now it's just a tale of two stories. If Batavia Muckdogs fix their fielding errors and their mistakes that they've made, they could probably start to chip away on this game and start to get that lead.
Bats for the Americans have been hot from the short sample we have. Batavia trying to extinguish that as it's a 2-0 count right now for Weiss. I don't see anyone in the bullpen warming up, so it would be surprising if Harmon isn't out there. As that's popped up to right and caught by Kyle Vaughn for the second out. So there you go, about to get the ball in play to an opportunity where you can make a defensive play on it. You can there, as Kyle Vaughn only has to take a few steps out there in the outfield to get the second out. It brings up number 10, and third baseman Evan Shank was the first guy to strike out in the game for either team. With 2 outs. It's the situation as he swings at the first one, can't connect. A little late there. It's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 is driven foul. That one I don't even know what to say. It's not only the concession stands now. There's plenty of stuff here for it's not DWI.
Ton of fun activities and games going on behind us.
Tables, yeah, when you name it all. There was a dizzy cart.
You did that, didn't you?
I did, and I it sits inside 1-2. I was pretty good at it, unfortunately. I don't think that's something I should be. But a 1-2 count, yeah, the dizzy. You wear these goggles that like simulate like your vision is impaired, and I was actually kind of nailing it. I think it was just because, I don't know. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts, courtesy from Bunnell this inning alone. 3 up, 3 down, and that's how you make a response. The top of the third comes and goes. Batavia, now they need to get back on offense. They're down 6-1. We'll stay on air for this one as well. But before I get to what I wanted to talk about, I guess I could finish up that. Yeah, I think it was just because, I don't know, as a kid, I used to like be dizzy all the time. Like I would just, my siblings' parents would walk in the living room and I'm just spinning for fun. And I'm like, that's how I kept myself at bay. Sometimes was just running around and being dizzy. And also, like, it's not with the goggles, it's way different. So I was able to instantly realize, okay, it's kind of like corked. The angle from when I was looking at, I kind of just need to look at in the top right, and I'd be able to kind of like make it somewhat straight. And I was actually nailing it. I only hit 1 cone.
Well, because when I used the dizzy goggles, it's back in high school with like C.A. Bosse's. And what we had to do is we had to throw like a football into like a target. We didn't do like the driving car thing.
See, I did a throwing game, and then that was impossible.
Exactly, because it's like your vision's just so.
It was right over there by the right bleacher, and it was you kind of like ring toss it just instead of like a flat spokes bed, like it was on the it was facing you, so you had a empty ring which you had to throw in and just land. It was kind of like bottle toss, but except the bottles are now pointing at you.
Pointing at you.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you just had to give it up and let it sit down and land on the hook. But I would throw the first one, and I hit the bleacher. Like, when I say hit the bleacher, that means I missed by like 3 feet too high.
You
And the
soared
second one,
it.
I soared it again, and then I realized, okay, let me move down. And I actually landed on a different spoke, and it didn't hang on, so it kind of plinkoed, and I almost snagged onto the number because you had to go for a specific spoke.
Right.
But I didn't get it. But I actually hit the target, unlike a lot of other people that I was watching, so I was more proud of that. But again, just messing around here with the games, and hopefully this time it is right. This time it should be. We'll do it one more time. Here it is clean. But a message from Stop DWI: drive sober or get pulled over. Have a plan. Be ready.
Call
Make
somebody.
smart choices. And don't drink and drive. Simple as that.
And don't forget to call somebody. That's a piece of advice my dad always gave me. I know, like, I don't know about you, but it's always scary to call your parents with that kind of stuff. But your parents have your back in that situation. They understand.
Right now, it's the bottom of the third, and here we go. 6-1 is your score after Batavia held the Americans scoreless. And leading things off for Batavia is number 34 catcher Joey Socorro. Swings at the first pitch. That's going deep to left
That could.
center. And
No.
just at the wall.
Warning track. Oh, that sounded perfect.
I thought we saw a home run from Socorro, but we won't.
Attacked.
It died out on its trajectory, but 1 out now for the Americans defense, following a smashed ball deep to center left and just caught at the warning track.
As Herman's also back on the mound, he didn't, obviously in that last inning, we were talking about working the counts. That time, he saw the pitch that he wanted right there, took a beautiful swing at it. We both thought it was gone, but just died out on the warning track.
Strike two. Or, excuse me, strike one, back-to-back strikes. Down from Harmon, it's number 17, second baseman Braden I up to bat. Reach first off the fielder's choice in his first plate appearance. That's outside 1-1. The 1-1 takes a swing at his eye. It's shallow left field grass and caught by the shortstop on a pop fly. 2 outs now, just like that. Leads to number 11 left fielder Evan Brock up to the plate. He'll fly out in his first plate appearance. Two outs in the first pitch. Brock will take a swing at it. Fouled off. Reaches the backstop. And 0-1. That baseball is still sitting there.
Oh, yeah, it is surviving up there. That's the second.
No one's quite hit the net with enough force to get it moving, or even the net at all, should I say, but a 1 count.
We'll play to bad. Do you think it's going to stay there the whole game?
No, it can't possibly. Inside. It's definitely got to get hit down at some point. I would say the 5th inning. Inside again, 2-1.
I'll go late. I'll go 7th.
All right, 5th and 7th. Lock them in, ladies and gentlemen. Watch it fall in the 6th. Are we saying you can make your guess, but you can't go over?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Drove back to Harmon. He falls down trying to get it. The second baseman comes in and able to make the put out at first. 3 up, 3 down for both teams. So the ground out from Evan Brock brings an end to the third inning. Comes and goes just like that. And the fourth inning right around the corner. We'll stay on air for this one as well, but for a different reason. Message from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555, about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. And a message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go, WNGO, offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448.
Last inning, we saw a whole different story right there. In the last inning, we saw bases loaded in the last 2 innings. In that bottom of the third, Herman was finding the zone, and he was getting strikes in play. And Batavia Muckdogs were attacking it, but this time the defense had their back. And they just went 3 up, 3 down right there.
All right, I got my own trivia question here for you, Jarrett. How many sides does a dodecahedron have?
Say that one more time. How many sides?
How many sides does a dodecahedron have?
12.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Think about the word.
12.
So your final answer is 12?
Yeah.
I can't believe you got that.
Well, because 2 dos, and then teca sounds like 10. And then you got your hexagon, you got your octagon. I don't know what a 10 is in terms of a gon.
Isn't it just a decagon?
That makes so much sense if it is, because then teca.
I think it's just a decagon. Or is it just a decahedron? A decagon, yeah.
There we go.
I don't know why. I always like the word dodecahedron. But 2-0 count. We'll turn back to baseball. It's number 22 leading things off. Shortstop Anthony Savino fouls that off. 2-1. RBI single in his first plate appearance.
All right, we got another bet here. We got Dwight Chandler saying that it's going to come off the net this inning. So we got 3 bets down.
This inning right here?
Yep,
I think we have to make ours more specific. He's saying, you know what? I'm going to say bottom of the 5th. I'm updating mine to the bottom of the 5th. I'm still with the 5th inning, but bottom.
Okay, I'll go top of the 7th then.
Top of the 7th. Here, you got a quick time to turn around your answer if you want to keep it this inning, or do you want to make it more specific, top or bottom, as it's a 2-2 count for Savino. Bunnell on the delivery. Can't punch that in the bottom right, just slightly outside. It's a full count.
I thought he got him right there. That would have been the pitch that you want right there. Once again, starting the inning off with a K.
I'll go top. So right now, you got this at bat and 2 more. Full payoff. Gets underneath that, and it's going foul. You only get 3 batters face because.
Well, you never know. You never
know.
know.
No. It's the Muckdogs. Excuse me. Fixed my sound there. I think I hit my level for my microphone, and I got turned down quite a bit. Full count. Payoff. Driven over to right. Vaughn closing in the gap, and he does. 1 out. Two more chances. Number 29, Tyler Foxcroft, up to bat. able to reach first off the fielder's choice, so there was no outs on also an RBI as well. First pitch is sent over to short, scooped, throw, and in time, Vasquez able to make the play, and 2 outs.
One more opportunity, though. We got to keep mentioning that.
One more chance. It's number 17 extra hitter, Logan Stickler.
Bottom of the order right here. Getting out here, you go into the top of the lineup in the next inning.
And that's a hit by pitch, just grazing off the inside of Stickler, who will put him over at first base. For the Americans, back to the top of the order, it's number 27, second baseman Justin Gladfelter.
And here comes Skip. Usually when Skip comes out, that means he's making the call. And yes, he is.
And there's the signal, that's all you need to know. Nolan Bunnell's day comes to an end. And it's Dean Hoshide coming out for relief. For the Batavia Muckdogs, we'll take you through the stats of Bunnell in his first debut within division play. So right now for the stats for Bunnell, he pitched 3 2/3 inning, allowing 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 of those being earned, 1 batter walked, 3 strikeouts across 20 batters faced, and 68 total pitches. But again, coming in his place is Dean Hoshide, and Jarrett, let's go through his stats.
Yep, Hoshide has made 7 appearances with a 1.13 ERA. Has 2 wins in the season also. With 8 innings pitched, he's got 9 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 7 walks, and 14 strikeouts.
So I think the idea was just to let Bunnell close this out if he could prevent anyone getting on base. He was able to do that for at least 2 batters. The defense helping him out. The fly on ground out, but the hit by pitch is where that day came to an end. Dean Hoshide is out there on the mound to serve for the foreseeable future. Can't stand that. That's my biggest pet peeve when I try to say a big word and then I mess it up. I don't know if foreseeable is a big word, should I say, but a long word.
But I would also say that this is the 3rd time the Niagara Falls Americans would have seen Bunnell. And they've already had 6 hits on him early. And he's starting to really struggle to get those punch outs that he really needs to continue this game right now. So the more you see a hitter or a pitcher, the more you start to figure him out as a hitter. So I honestly would understand them taking him out and obviously bringing in somebody new, as you got to get some zeros now in order to start chipping away for this lead.
Again, the last time we saw Hoshide, that was July 3rd. The win here for Batavia, 10-4 against the Elmira Pioneers. And in that, Dean Hoshide was able to record his 2nd win, making his record 2-0. Served 1 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 1 hit, 1 run, that being an earned run, 2 batters walked, 3 strikeouts. And of course, that 1 run was also a home run, unfortunate that. But 7 batters faced and a squeaky clean 0 ERAs the day he came into that day with a 0 ERA. That was the first earned run of the season against him, was that solo home run. And that was the brief period of time we were talking about those transitions between pitchers where we saw just an unlucky trend, should I say, but I'll hold off on continuing on that as it's an 0-2 count. The 0-2 can't drop it down too high, 1-2. But we did see that where a new pitcher would come in and it would just go so unlucky. That's why I'm going to put it.
We don't want to jinx it. We don't want to jinx it. I know what you're going to get to. We can't jinx it. We can't say it.
All right. I will hold off.
Yep, there we go.
Attempt over at first.
as Ishida has thrown 3 straight off speeds in this at bat, hitting those outside corners in all 3 times. I would really like for him to maybe attack that spot again against Gladfelter.
1-2. And has him. Looking at that. Send him back to the dugout. Hoshide comes in and deals a strikeout in the first batter he faces. 3 outs, but the Americans still hold the lead 6-1 here in the top of the 4th. Batavia in desperate need to get some runs back as their chances start dwindling away as this game keeps getting later and later. But I can
Right now, we got to see him chip away. We've obviously seen him do comebacks before. We can always bring up that first game of the season against Elmira where they were down in a very similar situation like this, and they were able to come back and win this game. They have done it before. They have the capabilities to do it right now. They got a win streak on the line. If there is anything that you can fight for, you got to fight that win streak. And also, Jamestown is breathing down your neck, and they got to play Jamestown tomorrow. So if they lose this game, that game against Jamestown is going to have so much of a factor in terms of the standings.
Every game right now, in terms of implications, seems to have more and more reason to be a bigger factor. So that still is Kyrie Harmon out there on the mound. He was able to perform quite well in the last outing. The first 2 innings were 2 to forget, but 3 up, 3 down is nothing to scoff at. The bottom of the 3rd, but the bottom of the 4th is different. And again, talking about implications for playoffs, I believe, if my math is correct, the magic number for Batavia is 15. 15 is their magic number with still a long season ahead, but to host the playoffs at that.
So, obviously, we mentioned Jamestown. Today, they are not playing today. So, even if they do lose this game, they'll still be down 1. But this game has so much of an impact on what could happen tomorrow against Jamestown at Jamestown.
Fresh count for the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's number 22, Kyle Vaughn. So sorry, Dwight Chandler, your chance came and went. We'll see if your first answer was right, because after you did give your full answer, we did change it up on you, as that's fouled off, but it's not hitting the net off the concourse, and the ball still stays standing. 0-1 count for Vaughn. Be more impressed if it just survives the entire game, but the 0-1 inside and a 1-1 count.
Yeah, this is absolutely shocking right now with all the hit by pitches and all the walks. No action in the bullpen. Herman looks like he's going to be in for a little bit longer than we actually think.
That's upstairs 2-1. I think a big part of that right now for the Americans is their size of their roster as the season continues. They've lost a few players here and there as time has been able to retire them from either coach's decision or themselves inside. It's a 3-1 count. And that's a big part of why they're trying to find these pitchers, not only because if they're not working, but just purely to find new arms, to find players that can service them for the foreseeable future. With the remaining regular season, they're in desperate need for players to just come in and grow the rotation, the bullpen. 3-1, fouled off, we'll do it again, but it's a full count. So I think for pitchers for the Americans, that's another impact for their defenses. Their arms, they're dwindling, and that's a big reason to why that they haven't been able to get a win in quite some time, is the roster shrinking in baseball. You can get away with that only to so much, especially in the bullpen.
Yeah, because you're also expecting now.
Payoff. Gets on that on a slap to right, but a little too far. Sent right over to the right fielder, Zangardi, for the first out.
Yeah, but now the expectation is that you're hoping your starting pitchers can go for the long run. Obviously, maybe 5 or 6 innings. It's kind of like the sweet number that you want with your starting pitchers. Obviously, if they can, you even would want them to go 7 or 8. But usually, in terms of a starting pitcher, you would really want the sweet number to be around 5 or 6. If you have a big roster. But with Niagara, they are losing pitchers back and forth. So obviously they got to hope that these pitchers can go maybe even longer in these games.
It's ball 1. It's number 7 first baseman Braden Redmond up to bat. But again, you don't really have a choice for your bullpen, especially if your pitcher is struggling, which we did see from Herman to start. He's since been able to play catch up and put a little halt or pause, whatever you want to call it, on his earlier game trends. But a 2-0 count for Redmond. And that's a quick 3-0 count. The 3-0 is outside and a walk from Redmond with off a 4-0 count. His second time being walked, and it brings number 4, the shortstop Jaden Vasquez, up to bat. He was hit by pitch. His first plate appearance. Catcher, Foxcroft and Harmon talking things over. So right now we're seeing some of the coaching guys out there move around, so maybe they might send someone out there, but I'm not too sure. I think Harmon's going to have to go the distance at least to inning 6.
I think so too, especially because like we mentioned ago, they are struggling with pitching, and they are also last in ERA, and probably you can bring that big reason up is because they don't have the arms to get the job done. So a lot of times we have seen also some guys also come in as position players, come in and have to pitch in some games.
That's hit by pitch right off the tushy.
Go one.
Thank you. But twice, Vasquez, and now 2 on for Batavia. First and second covered, 1 out, and brings number 52 center fielder Brian Johnson to the plate. We'll see if he stays patient here.
I think he should, and then he's also been that master at the mind games. In that first at bat, we saw him try to go for 2 bunt attempts, and he got the pitcher thinking.
You were right, off the 2-0 count, he showed bunt late, and then decided to show bunt before even seeing the pitch. That's outside. 1-0 count for Johnson. One 0 is in there. A 1-1 count. Brian Johnson showing some discipline. Elected not to take a swing at that one, even though I think that was one of the most well-placed pitches we've seen in quite some time. And ooh,
that looked a little high right there. I don't know about that one.
That was high and outside if you asked me, but called strike 2. Very favorable for the Americans. And now Brian Johnson, he's going to have to eradicate that patience and fight this at bat. 1-2 stepped off by Harmon.
Right now they're playing a little bit of mind games there. You can see right there Vasquez got him to move off because he was so far up.
As that's dribbled to first, it stays fair. An unassisted put out by Weiss. Just an unfortunate spot where the ball goes. 2 outs now. We're back to the top of the order. Number 1, designated hitter, Cooper Russell. Russell on the day, hit by pitch and then walked. So hasn't had a full at bat just yet.
And once again, runners on scoring position again. 2 outs though. Got to be patient. I would say definitely have a little bit of a patient approach here.
As that's fouled off. Strike one. Batavia so far has left 6 runners on base. Takes strike 2 and is now quickly behind in the count. Oh, 2. Delivery. That's outside. One, 2. Set, pitch. Inside, gets underneath it. It's out in foul play. Can someone make a play on it? No.
Catcher.
3 runners, or 3 people who were running, should I say?
3 fielders running to get the ball.
Yeah, the catcher, pitcher, and first baseman. That's Foxcroft, Harmon, and Weiss trying to close in on the gap. It was a close play, though, that could have resulted in collision. It was Foxcroft who had the go-ahead to make a sliding play underneath it, but couldn't go down with the ball in hand. It's 1-2 once again. We'll see if this inning continues any longer. The 1-2. Inside. So back to the inside part of the box. That's where Harmon's been trying to ring it up. Hasn't been able to too many times, especially with right-handed batters.
Absolutely, just loves that spot right there.
But again, 2-2 count. Delivery. Drives it foul. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, right now, again, like we mentioned, loves that inside corner right now. Right there, he even threw it again on Cooper Russell. Russell now just got to fight this count right now. Hope to try to get something in play. You do not want to leave 8 people on base and only cash in 1 run.
We'll see if that becomes a stat. 2-2. He gets underneath. Popped up over to right. Can it get down? It will, but it's foul.
Foul ball.
Just trailing foul at the last second. It seemed like that would have been fair off the bat. But a long at bat for Russell continues. It's still 2-2 count. Can definitely just feel that Batavia is tired of letting the Americans set up these opportunities and escape at the last minute. Batavia needs to cash one of these in. 2-2. Upstairs. Opportunity won't go away just yet. It's a full count. A payoff pitch just moments away. Full count. Payoff from Harmon. Upstairs. So long at bat with patience as well. Loads the bases. It's number 2 extra hitter Jackson Inman up to the batter's box.
And Inman had a situation similar in his last at bat. Bases loaded. Got a pop out. Looking for some redemption here. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
At basically the same exact situation. Right now, Inman trying not to break this bat. Bases loaded. 2 outs. First pitch he'll swing at. Gets underneath. It's shallow left. And caught by the left fielder. So
Wow.
another opportunity gets away from the Muckdogs as it sits 6-1, and the number for runners left on for Batavia increases to 9 after the 4th inning comes and goes. The 5th inning right around the corner when we come back.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sherry John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
First pitch from Dino Shide in the top of the 5th. Off to the American at the plate. It's David Harris. Is ball 1. David Harris, a fly out, a single on his day so far. Again, upstairs, 2-0 count. You said top of the 7th, right?
I did say top of the 7th.
I said bottom.
Yeah, you did say
So
bottom 5th.
we're in my
we'll
inning.
see.
Just not the correct one, as that's driven foul over to the left side. You know, today it's really hot out. So that's also going foul, 2-2 count. In response, we got some water guns. Some water blasters, whatever you want to call them. But they were supposed to be used to cool off the fans when it was hot, but right now the sun's going down. It's pretty cool, so I was supposed to be lucky enough to just be able to, I guess, hose down some of the fans out in front of my press box window and just, like, use the water blaster I have, but no, I haven't had that opportunity yet, and I don't think I will. So I'm kind of upset. I got a loaded water blaster and
Stay away from me.
a full count. Payoff. Gets underneath that, going foul, out of play. I so instinctively want to just, like, pew. Yeah, just send one fire, like, warning shot out and just, but, like, put it down real fast and not take responsibility. Because it's like, it's loaded. Payoff, driven back to Oshide. Big hop off the mound all the way to center field. And a base hit for David Harris. I got my fun. I sprayed down Alex Smith, the assistant to the general manager.
No. This is Geneva Red Wings PA guy.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. The Geneva Red Wings PA announcer.
Oh, you.
Runner going second.
For anybody that does not know, I just got shot also, and
Right on the neck.
I wasn't even ready.
No, I knew you weren't ready. That's why I went for it.
We have fun up here in the broadcast.
But after the hit from David Harris for his single, he stole second, which leads to number 15 left fielder Matthew Ganchel up to the plate with a 1-0 count. Ganchel, he's 2 for 2 on the day, a stand-up double and an RBI single in his second plate appearance. That's outside in a 2-0 count for Ganchel. Yeah, but now that I have my fun, I want to do it again.
I want to have more fun.
The 2-0 is up high, reach the backstop. It's too high. Runner going home. No one's covering the plate. Underhand toss to Hoshide. Safe.
Caught them both sleeping right there.
Hoshide not covering home plate. And David Harris able to recognize that along with his third base coach. Gets the signal home. And another run scored. It's 7-1. Miscommunication coming into play, unfortunately. This game is just getting away bit by bit for multiple different reasons for Batavia. We talked about it yesterday in the last broadcast, Batavia versus Geneva Red Wings. We said earlier in that game that in terms of defense, it wasn't going down as errors, but it was just kind of, as that's ball 4 and a walk for Ganchel will take over on first base. But as I was saying, they weren't going down as errors, but just small mistakes. And right now, that kind of spread off to the Batavia Muckdogs right now. Their terms of play, it hasn't been exactly where I think it should be, as well as many other people. They're just not sitting on the counts where I think they should be. That unfortunate error of not covering home plate, that's up high. It goes for ball 1 against right fielder number 3, Dominic Zangardi, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. But again, that's just me. I'm just trying to make from what my observations.
Here's another thing. You also have these long streaks of baseball. We are seeing constant games straight.
Is that sent right back over to second base? Going third is Ganchel. He'll be held up as he arrives safely. And a little overthrow. No one covering the infield grass. And as well is Zangardi, who advances to second.
Yeah, right now, like I mentioned, it's a long streak of baseball right now. It's all about your mental right now. You are playing constant straight baseball. You're going to get tired. You also add on to the fact there is practices that they do even before they travel to these games or play these games. It's just adversity that they have to battle every single day. And just right now, they are just not battling this adversity right now that they're being thrown at.
As they're coming out to the mound to talk things over, things just slipping away for the Muckdogs by just simple mistakes. That's really all I can put it. Avoidable mistakes at that. And that's gotten away, led to more damage being done. No outs, 2 runners on, standing in scoring position for the Americans as it's a 7-1 ball game.
And man, this game is also catching me off guard. It reminds me so much of that game in Niagara Falls where it was 15-4. It was just a game that they just struggled at the start and they couldn't break through with all the mistakes, and the puzzle pieces are falling straight together of what happened in that game also.
And I saw that comment, Dwight Chandler, about getting is that Gavin down there in the hoodie at the I think maybe I could sneak down in between innings and
You
get him
def-
from the back.
I feel like you definitely could. Had a beautiful opportunity to do an interview with him too. We'll hopefully be posted on YouTube in these next upcoming weeks, but
2-0 count for Vincent Favada. Check swing. He went on that. It's a 2-1. Well, he's got the headphones on right now, and he's in his own world. You can see him just bottom of the screen. Is that strike two looking at 2-2 count? Hoshide fighting back. I think that would be a good surprise out of nowhere, just in the middle of an inning.
you got to throw it out from his dad too. You know, you can't just
I wish I could get him from here. As that's chopped over to third. Held up for a second, but no, the throw home, or throw it first from Manel. Waited on going home, seeing his runner at third doesn't go. Fielder's choice, play it first for the first out. Courtesy of Miles Manel, brings up number 26, first baseman Adam Weiss. So walk and a fly out on the day so far. Same situation for Favada that he's got, but except one out. We'll take strike one looking as well, an 0-1 count. A 1-1 count for Weiss. Sent back to Manel. Play at home. In time. Gets the second out. Miles Manel plays that one correctly. Socorro ready. 2 outs now and able to prevent any more damage off the fielder's choice again from Miles Manel. Number 10, third baseman Evan Shank comes up to the plate. 2 runners on. First and second are covered by Americans with 2 outs. Strike one looking. So that's chopped foul. 0-2 quickly. Chandler, yeah, just let me know if you would like to sneak up behind your son and
pull the trigger.
Because I saw the comment and now it's not there. As that's has him looking. Evan Shank gets down in 3 strikes. Back to back and retires the top of the 5th. Only 1 runner scored at all the chaos we saw in the bottom of the 5th, right around the corner.
That's the inning right there where we're betting that you think the ball is going to hit off the netting. So we'll see it. Oh, we got to get him. We got to get him.
Get him.
We got to get him.
I'll do it. Just because now I'm ready, I'll wait till the next inning. So the next changing of the inning, we'll stay on air. We'll even tilt down the camera, and I'll go down and chase him and spray him down. But right now, again, we'll take a look at the standings. That's what we're going to do here. So for the standings for the Batavia Muckdogs, they're still sitting at first at a 21-6 record. A game behind are the Jamestown Tart Skunks at a 27-1 record. And the Auburn Doubledays, they still sit at third. No long streaks except for the Muckdogs and the Ironbacks, who have won 4 straight. And the only other notable streak would be the Americans, who have lost 8 straight. But right now they're looking to change that. And correction on my 4-win streak for the Muckdogs. I meant to say 6.
Yep.
But 6 straight for the Muckdogs, 4 straight for the Ironbacks, and lost 8 straight for the Americans. They are trying to snap that and get back into fighting for the 4th spot, which is now reclaimed by the Pioneers, as they are 13-13 at 500, as well as the Ironbacks 14-14-1. But those two teams neck and neck, fighting for the 4th spot. The Olean Oilers 2 games behind, as well as the Geneva Red Wings 3 games behind at 10-16, as they're still trying to fight out for the 4th. But the Americans and Pilots, plenty of work to do if they want to sniff the playoffs. But it's not over yet, but the chances and numbers are against them and dwindling. But again, I'll be able to go get them.
Yeah.
And the bottom of the 6th. But again, this should be the inning where that baseball comes flying down. It's correctly predicted by myself. But here we go, bottom of the 5th. But again, leading things off here is a hit by pitch for Miles Manel, and he'll easily take first base just like that. Didn't miss a beat. And it's Joey Socorro up to the plate. 2 flyouts on the day. Trying to make sure that's not a repeated pattern for this at bat. He got it, stepped off right at the motion of his windup.
Couldn't even get the ball out in time.
No, he just had to eat that one. A free base for Manel, stealing that one without Socorro even seeing a pitch. Gets off the first swing, finds the gap over in left center, gets down, Manel sent home. The throw to the pitcher, no plate at the plate. One more for Batavia. It's 7-2, and that's how you come up with the response quickly like that. An RBI single for Joey Socorro.
Yeah, right now they're finally showing a different side right now. They finally had, once again, a runner in scoring position, and that time tacked it early. Had the ball to hit the ground right now. 7-2 is now the score. Looking to chip in some runs for get a comeback in this game.
Now up to the plate is number 17, second baseman Braden I. That is down in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. That's sent over to right field. It gets down and it's going all the way to the wall. Socorro going 3. I going 2. Going home is Socorro. I to third. And a score. RBI triple for I. And the Muckdogs are alive and loud.
Crowd is loving it.
7-3 is your score. Back-to-back hits for the Muckdogs, a single and a triple, with the starting off hit by pitch tanked by Miles Manel. Brings in 2 more, and they're only down 4 as it is. Number 11 left fielder Evan Brock up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day still. Still in search of his first hit. So were the Socorro and I. They were able to get it done there. Hopefully he'll find his first hit here as well, as that's ball 1 down in the dirt. But 7-3, and it's not over yet, as there's no outs, and I is just one singular base path away from reaching home. And close to comfort, 2-0. On deck is number 22, Kyle Vaughn. In the hole, number 7, Braden Redmond. First ringed up strike. In this count, it's 2-1. Two one, gets underneath that. It's going high, and it's out of play. Hit the net. No. Oh, hey!
No!
Ah! No!
That's not moving. Let's go.
A 2-2 count as the ball sat from its spot, rolling down. It's now in the corner. I don't think now in that spot, I don't know if it will come down.
If you get like a good hit,
It's got to be a beam back.
yeah, exactly.
But a 2-2 count now as it stands. Ooh. Inside. Called strike 3. And retires Brock's at bat looking. A rough call, yep, but first strikeout. Is that? I guess as it may. First strikeout and the first out of this inning brings up number 22, Kyle Vaughn. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out flyout. That's up high for ball 1, a 1-0 count. One 0. Just too high for the zone. Ball 2. Still nothing in the bullpen for the Americans. Chops that foul. It's now a 2-2 count. A 2-1, excuse me. I looked up at the scoreboard when I wasn't really. After I said it, thought I hadn't updated yet. Gotcha. 2-1. Gets underneath that a little too much. It's going to left. And the catch from Ganchow. Tag up though at home. The throw. A good throw, but not in time. Able to beat it out. One more for Batavia. It's 7-4. The sack fly from Vaughn works.
Yep, had the arm, but then he doesn't have the speed to get the ball over the home base.
That was an incredible throw. Yeah, I put out a sign earlier today that says, "Smile, you're on camera," right above or right below where a camera is, and no one's turned and said hi. Yeah, that's right down there. You can't see it from here. But 2 outs, no one on. Bases have been cleared. A fresh count for Braden Redmond. Ball 1, though. Redmond's been walked in his 2 plate appearances. The 1-0 count within the zone. Brought the heat on that. Pushes it to a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is driven foul over the concourse. Back to the alleyway. It's now 1-2. 1 strike away for Harmon to get out this inning where Batavia has been able to put up 3 runs and make this game a little more interesting. As it seemed for the time being, the Americans were running things completely in their control. As much as I hope he gets a hit, fouls this back to the back of the net. Gets underneath that, pop up within the infield. Looks like third baseman's got it, and he does. Evan Shank getting underneath that, records the final out. 3 outs done, and the 5th inning comes and goes, but it's a closer ball game. 4-7 for the Americans. Batavia still has work to do as this inning comes to a conclusion. All right, now I'm going to go. I got to go do my duty. Here we go.
All right, boys, here he comes. Got the target. And there you go, folks. You saw it right there.
If I just learned anything right now, it's you need a steadier hand.
Listen, man. I got that ADHD. I'm a little jittery.
I did get him. He didn't really react. He had his headphones on still and, like, didn't hear me come up. And then, of course, when I go to spray him with the water blaster, it just kind of didn't work. It kind of just, it stuttered. It didn't come out, like, with full force and steam behind it. So I just kind of was, like, awkwardly still trying to, I squeezed it multiple times trying to get it to get going. It wasn't working. It had one job during that moment. And, of course, he just didn't react because, again, the headphones on. If you get sprayed by water with a hoodie on, you're not really going to feel it either. But still worth the while as the 5th inning comes to a conclusion. And
he shot us with a wave. He
did see that when I was notified of that when he turned around. But a pitching change now for Batavia. It's Irwin's Branch on the mound coming in for Dean Hoshide. We'll look at how Hoshide's day came to an end and look through his stats. So on the day for Hoshide, his day comes to a conclusion. If I could read my stats accurately, just trying to make sure I have everything. All right, here we go. For Dean Hoshide, that's driven over to center field, gets down off the first pitch in the center, and a base hit for the leadoff man for the Americans, Anthony Savino. So now I'll get to the stats, as I said so many times, but finally have them ready. 1 1/3 innings pitched for Hoshide, 2 hits allowed, 1 run, that being an earned run, 1 batter walk, 2 strikeouts, both of those being looking across 7 batters faced and 28 total pitches. But again, Irwin's Branch coming in to serve as relief for Hoshide today after a base hit from number 22, Anthony Savino, to lead things off.
And Branch has made 7 appearances with 11.12 ERA. No wins, no losses.
Is that by the head of Savino, or excuse me, Foxcroft up to the bat? Geez, I'm stumbling over my words.
Yep, you're good.
So much happening, but Tyler Foxcroft up to bat. That's by his head, reaches the backstop. And Savino able to steal second. Now on 2. Back to you, Jared.
Yep. So he's made 11 innings pitched, 15 hits, 15 of them being runs, 14 of them being earned, 13 walks, and 11 strikeouts so far in the season.
But again, 1-0 count as it stands. Tyler Foxcroft in the box. The 1-0 pitch. Heater brought. Gets by Socorro and another free base for Savino. 2 stolen bases alone. Just off his 1 at-bat in this inning. Of course, he's had 2. I'm just saying all the wrong terms today. Maybe I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I could tell you that, and maybe that's messy with me. But
We also got distracted with the whole little spray kind of thing. You told the story of what happened right there. You lost the zone.
I guess I did. 2-0, though. We'll try to lock back in. 2-0 count for Foxcroft. There you go. A little off speed, able to sit it down in the zone. It's now 2-1. But again, that's Savino on third now. Through 2 stolen bases. And that's fouled off. It's the netting, and that ball's not going anywhere. I'm telling you, that baseball will not move now.
No, I still believe. It's just got to get some pop to it. Some good juice on it.
A 2-2 count. Outside, gets by Socorro. He's got to chase it down, and he won't be able to. Another run comes in for the Americans. It's now 8-4, back to a 4-run lead for Niagara Falls. Wild pitch allows Savino to get home. Again at 8-4. Savino off the hit, gets second, third, and home off 3 wild pitches. It leads up to number 29 catcher Tyler Foxcroft, still in the box and a full count. Fortunate play out for the Muckdogs. Gets underneath that. It's within the infield. Who's got it? Second baseman, as that one hung in the air forever. Of course, that's now Braden I serving as your second baseman for today. Gets the first out. Brings number 17 extra hitter Logan Stickler up to bat. He's 1 of 1 on the day with a single and hit by pitch in a second plate appearance. First pitch is strike 1. As I'm looking at that, he goes by and can't keep up. Oh, 1 outside. And now it's 1-1. That one also getting by Socorro, but Savino's been taken off the bases as he came in for a run scored.
He's trying to get that slider to hit that outside corner right there, and right now he's just not hitting it. It's spinning a little too much into the outside.
Up high and 2-1. Another wild pitch, but won't do any damage. As that's dribbled foul. Now a 2-2 count. Branch can find a heater within the zone. I think that would most certainly do Stickler in.
Yeah, fastball is definitely his best pitch. You know, it's up there in the 90s. One of the faster pitchers on this team. So trying to get him with a fastball here and to get that strikeout would be perfect right now.
Well, has a pitch to spare as it is 2-2. We'll see if he brings the heat here. Like my odds that he does. 2-2.
Slider instead.
The slider is down in the dirt, full count. First strike he threw in his debut today was an off speed that sat down him for a strike. I would like to take my guess that it would be an off speed. No, but it's fouled off, so we'll do it again.
I want him to throw it again. Throw in one more fastball. See if he fouls it off again. As right now, slider's just not hitting that outside corner that he wants. It's the fastball that has been working for him. I'd like to see him throw it one more time in this at-bat.
See if your wish is your command. Payoff. Swing and a miss. Bringing the heat on that. And there you go, Stickler. The second out. Goes down swing. First strikeout for Branch. It brings up number 27, Justin Gladfelter, the fourth go-around in the batting order for the Americans. Gladfelter on the day, he's 1 of 3 with a RBI double on his lone hit. Pitch down low. Up high. 2-0. And that's in there in the bottom right. Slider finally goes. Two 1 is now 3-1 as that's too high off the heat.
Hitter's friendly count here, but again, I like his fastball in this situation. 3-1 count. It's just got to hit that spot. But I think he goes with that fastball in this 3-1 count.
We'll see what you get. 3-1. Heat, but it's ball 4. Ball 4 puts Gladfelter over on first. It's number 18, center fielder David Harris up to bat. Harris is 2 of 3 on the day. 2 singles to his name.
As Branch already throwing that first pickoff attempt against Gladfelter, leads the team.
Gladfelter going, sent over to I at second, and the put out at first. So able to quickly get it done, and following the walk with the put out brings an end to the top of the 6th. And Batavia, after letting up 1 run, needs to make another answer, down 4. With their chances dwindling and the odds slowly going against them. But we'll come back in just a moment for more baseball.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplin Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, East Town Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxix, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, HB Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, O-Atka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
First pitch, upstairs. Number 4, shortstop, Jaden Vasquez.
Summer baseball for you. Look at this sunset out here today. One of the good ones that we have seen so far in the season.
I've seen better. Hit by pitch, though. Right in the back of the numbers. And that's Vasquez's third time getting hit. Say hello to your new pet dragonfly, Jarrett. Is it just...
I thought it was a wasp or something that.
Hey, at least it's not a bird.
At least it's not a bird. That's a great point.
Our 52 center fielder Brian Johnson up to bat. Again, Vasquez now standing on first, following his third time getting hit by pitch. Oh, excuse me. Pinch hitter in for Brian Johnson is number 24, Jalen Roque. So we'll see some substitutions now that Brian Johnson has been taken out of center field. We have seen Roque position in left before. Evan Brock most likely will be shifted over to center field if I have to guess, as that's a 2-0 count now for Roque. Brian Johnson's day will end. But a 2-0 count for Jalen Roque. Pickoff attempt over at first. It gets away from Weiss. And standing now on second is Vasquez. Look at Jalen Roque's stats. Jalen Roque hitting has batting average of a 260 across 50 at-bats, 10 runs scored, 13 hits, one of those being a double, 5 RBIs, off total 14 total bases. You can see you're still infatuated with your new pet dragonfly over there, Jarrett.
I'm just trying to get it back outside.
I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's befriended you. Roque showing bunt as it sits in for strike one, 2-1 count. 2-1. And a hit by pitch. The back of the numbers for Roke as well. Puts 2 on for the Muckdogs. First and second covered. And leads to number 1 designated hitter Cooper Russell up to bat.
Cooper Russell still looking for that first hit right now. It's been hit by pitch, and he's then walked twice. Looking to maybe spark a little bit of a comeback here in this inning. 0 outs and already a runner in scoring position.
You would definitely prefer like a good hit, but I mean, if he gets those same results that he's had right now, as long as Batavia can capitalize this time, that would be something that would be, I should say, most favorable. First pitch shows bunt and hit by pitch, so exactly gets the same results. Back to back hit by pitches, loads the bases. In this scenario, we've seen multiple times. Time called as the coach for the Americans coming out, but again, no one in the bullpen. No one's in there.
That's a shock. Like, I'm really surprised right now that they haven't even like got anybody warming up in the bullpen right now. He's had so many hit by pitches, so many walks. And now you can clearly see the Muckdogs hopefully are knocking on the door right now to maybe string a little bit of a comeback here. I am shocked that they're not at least trying to bring in a bullpen arm to maybe stop this streak that the Muckdogs are doing right now.
But again, bases now loaded. As it stands, no outs, Jackson Inman up to bat. We've seen this story before, not once but twice, and it always seems to be Inman up in these situations. But they definitely need his help right now.
Yeah, once again, the last time he's had bases loaded twice. Both times he popped out, but this time you got 0 outs. So if you hit something out into the outfield, tag up opportunity is in play.
I think a big reason for the lack of bullpen, again, we talked over, I think we covered it enough. Just the fact that the roster for the Americans is dwindling as the season continues. Players being called off by coaches or themselves, and just constantly trying to find in new arms for your bullpen, as well as they've played baseball nonstop since July 3rd, and that includes a doubleheader on July 5th. So I know teams of all sorts play games constantly, but at the same time, when you go on a streak like that, you're definitely going to run into a day where, hey, we need to save some arms. And this definitely is visibly being one, as no one is actively even standing in the bullpen. Outside, it's a 2-0 count for Inman. Again, down 4. We'll see if patience comes into play. Hopefully could make this job for Batavia a whole lot easier if the Americans can do it for them. Inside, again, a 3-0 count.
Yeah, I'm just still so shocked with the no bullpen though. Like, there's got to be like somebody that's in the pipeline that maybe hasn't really pitched yet that you could hopefully call in the situation.
3-0 outside, ball 4 and a walk. We'll rotate the circle, and 1 run comes in for the Muckdogs. It's now 8-5. With no outs, leads number 8 third baseman Miles Manel up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He's grounded out in his lone full plate appearance, and since then was hit twice. But following that at bat, right now, Harmon, gonna just double check, want to make sure, but his total pitches on the day has now reached an outstanding total of 101.
Wow, he's in the triple digits right now.
In the triple digits for him lone self. That's outside ball 1 for Manel. The stat right now that the Muckdogs have been trying to dwindle away at, but hasn't worked out too well, is they have left a total of 9 runners on base so far in this game. The 1-0 breaks the long streak registers his first strike in quite some time. Your pet dragonfly won't go away. Just grab him.
I've tried. I've tried with my iPad. I've tried with my pencil. It's just
No, with your hand.
I don't like books.
1-1 count. High outside.
Oh, come on.
It's now a 2-1 count.
No.
Now he's stuck underneath the charger, so. But 2-1.
Yay, we got it.
There goes your pet dragonfly. 2-1 outside, 3-1. And would you look at that sunset? I'd say right now on screen it doesn't look as nice because the lights and the reflective sun are just combating for however the screen wants to work. And it looks like the sun is still up in the distance. But no, that's just blue over there in that bright light. And it looks really good right now. As
3-1 count now.
Yes, he has, Mad Dog. Yes, he has. This Mad Dog on cue takes a picture of the sunset right as we were talking about it.
We were already talking about the pitching in triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in and get another photo, man. Come in and get another.
That looks fantastic.
3-1, both the pitching coach, or not the pitching coach, Coach Skip, and the batter.
Do you want to ask the trivia question after this at bat? So a 3-1 count. Again, bases loaded. Manel at the plate. The delivery snaps out of it. I don't know where that came from, but finally brought the heat. And there we go. We have some Americans heading over to the bullpen, and they're warming up. But full count after he pins that in the inside zone. Payoff now for Manel. Delivery. Up high, ball 4. Another score for the Muckdogs. It's 8-6 as the bases row rotate.
All right, so now that we got a little time, what's the question?
The question of our trivia today's question, since tonight is DWI night, what does DWI stand for? If you know it, put it in the chat.
I was saying it's don't worry inside.
What was that?
Don't worry inside?
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect?
Yep, let's see if the chat knows.
Is it?
Okay. Dwight, I know you know the answer.
I always thought I was driving while the influence.
Earlier in the game, I went down and just used the water blaster. And, you know, I was hitting Gavin.
He's still in there.
1-0 count. Again, up to bat is number 34, Joey Socorro. Take strike one looking, a 1-1 count.
Hey, there we go. We got the answer.
Driving while intoxicated. No, it's actually driving without insurance.
Real funny, man. For anybody that doesn't know, that was another trivia question option.
Fouled off. It's now 1-2.
Oh, next inning. I got my opportunity with the ball right there. We can't forget about that.
Well, I hope this inning doesn't end right now anytime soon. As Batavia has been able to bring in 2 more runs. Crowd still active and in it. 1-2. There's active Americans. Lines that over to left. Gets down in the grass. 1 comes in. 2 comes in. Socorro held up at first. And the throw to home. None at a time. Reaches the backstop. Coming home. A play at the plate. No.
We got a lead. We got a lead. Come back. For
And the
Muckdogs.
take it back with 3 runs.
Wow, what a comeback right now. Coach is coming out. It's now the end of his day, but he had
a little too late. 9-6, Batavia takes the lead for the first time today. Joey Socorro lining that out to left field grass, gets down. He goes 2 on a double. And the throw at the plate after coming in for the score would have been Cooper Russell, he comes running in. Jackson Inman as well. Trying to cover the plate. The throw, no good. Miles Manel sliding in, dodging the tag. It's 9-8. Socorro now standing on second as well.
You couldn't ask for an even better game tonight. Beautiful sunset comeback for the Muckdogs. We are in for a game. Buckle your seatbelts, folks.
It's not over yet. 9-8 though. The Muckdogs take the lead for the first time tonight as they're meeting out with their pitcher Harmon. And his day finally comes to a conclusion. But it's a little too late. Number 14 for the Niagara Falls Americans coming in for relief. Because that's a number I don't have.
Yeah or no? So it is a batter. It's Alex Glasscock.
Alex Glasscock coming in for relief of Kyrie Harmon. But again, a little too late. That will go down as a 2 RBI single for Socorro. Everyone able to advance off the error by the left fielder. So E7 as it goes down. But holy shnikes.
Holy.
Just everything going mayhem. The last possible second. Again, it's Alex Glasscock coming in. Kyrie Harmon. So we'll see how Harmon's day comes to a conclusion. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 9 runs, 7 of those being earned. 8 batters walked, 1 strikeout, it being looking. Across 34 batters faced, and he did his time on the mound. 111 pitches.
Yeah, this just shows. It's just the best example of, like, the Niagara Falls Americans just do not have arms right now. As again, Alex Glasscock making his first appearance. He's got hitting stats. Doesn't have any pitching stats, so this is his debut.
They're going with position to serve on the mound. He'll deal ball 1, number 17, second baseman Braden I. Shows bunt, lays it back to Glasscock. The throw to first. It's off the mark.
It's off the
it
mark.
goes back over to right field.
He
Coming
played
in
it
the
too
home
simple.
is Socorro for the score, and I reaching second.
He thought it was too simple.
Somewhat back-to-back errors. This one going against the pitcher, E1 Glasscock on the throw. Missed his mark to Weiss over at first. It goes all the way out to deep right field, and Socorro able to score. It's now 10-8. This game has been flipped on its head.
0 out still, can still have the opportunity to absolutely attack to keep building on this lead. Another bunt attempt.
Runner going. Just like that, I now stands on third base. And Evan Brock shows bunt. He won't get it down as he pulls it back, but it's registered strike 1. And everything is just unfolding in front of us way too quick to consume outside the zone. Just barely. It's now a 1-1 count. But things just keep moving for Batavia now. They've now put up 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Gets that over to center. Shortstop's head out into the outfield grass. Evan Brock, a base hit, brings in RBI single for the Muckdogs. The hitting parade continues. 3 hits straight for the Muckdogs. And they have taken advantage of what they've been given. 11-8 now, just like that in the blink of an eye. Evan Brock going. The throw to 2, not in time. Evan Brock safe at second. Zach will go for strike 1 off the shown bunt from number 22, Kyle Vaughn. Showed it, pulled it back. Excuse me, ball 1. Sets down low.
Yeah, right now he's not getting that pitch that's got fast enough in the zone. So right now, Batavia Muckdogs are attacking it so many times with these stolen bases right now.
Inside pitch, he gonna take a slap at it. Evan Brock stays at second. The throw to first goes all the way back to the fencing. Everyone will get a free base again.
The domino effect is taking a stand on the other side for the Muckdogs this time, as that
E6, an error against the shortstop.
as that I want to say was a pass ball that went out of play. So we might have just seen another run scored.
No,
Keep you guys updated on that.
Evan Brock was able to reach third by the time it was called dead, so he'll be given a free base and another score for Batavia. It is now 12-8 off the dead ball. Evan Brock against scoring. Kyle Vaughn now at second. Again, that goes down as an error against the shortstop. Showed bunt. It's inside for ball 1, and now quite literally every batter is showing bunt. Runner going and safe at third. A stolen bag for Kyle Vaughn, and everything pours in bunches. I can't say it enough. I'm trying to keep track of it myself. Take strike 1. Two one. Outside, and now 3-1. Able to find it in the zone, pushes a 3-1 count to a full count. Swing and a miss. And the first out here in the bottom of the 6th, a strikeout against Redmond. Brings up number 4, Jaden Vasquez, who's had a very unfortunate trend, but also not terrible at the same time. He's been hit by pitch 3 times. All 3 at bats, a ball to his jersey, as that's ball 1 down in the dirt. Inside, taking a rip at it. It's sending it foul. Just a little too early on it. A 1-1 count. So again, Kyle Vaughn now standing on third. That's outside. What happened? The game got away from the Americans. I can tell you, we're going to do a recap. We're staying on air after this inning. I can tell you that, but you will be able to catch up on everything then. Driven over to center. Caught by the center fielder. Tag up from 5. Going home, and he's going to score easily off the tag up. 13-8. The Muckdogs have now taken a 5-run lead.
This whole inning has just been unbelievable right now. 9 runs in 1 inning.
And I can tell you, 9 runs in 1 inning. And on top of that, we've gone through the batting order entirely. It's like Vasquez was the one who started things off. It's now Jalen Roque once again in second plate appearance. Hit by pitch in his first one. Sends that over to left. It's going foul, though. Falls harmlessly to the dirt. An 0-1 count. Dribbled down the first baseline, snagged by the first baseman, and makes an unassisted putout over at first. Brings an end to an agonizing inning for the Americans. 9 runs scored, and we're going to do a very quick recap as fast as possible of what could make sense. But here we go. This is what happened. To start things off, Vasquez hit by pitch. Jalen Roque also hit by pitch. And Cooper Russell in back-to-back-to-back hit by pitches for the Muckdogs loaded the bases. Jackson Inman then was walked, which brought in 1 run, as well as Miles Manel. So 2 runs scored purely off hit by pitches and walked combos. 2 runs scored, bases hit loaded. Joey Socorro came up to the plate. He was 1 for 3 on the day, but make that 2 for 4 on the day when he blasted a single, which was a 2 RBI single, off the error from the pitcher on the underhand toss. On the error from the left fielder. I read that as 2 for some reason, but the error from the left fielder trying to make the throw out of nowhere. It goes all the way to the right field wall, and because of that, Socorro takes second, and 3 runs scored just like that. They take the lead after that. From there, Braden I reaches first off the error from the pitcher, as well as Socorro scoring off the error as well. Then Evan Brock with an RBI single, clearing I back home and himself out there on the bag. Kyle Vaughn then as well hits an error off the shortstop, allows Evan Brock to score as well after Evan Brock was able to steal a few bases. But Evan Brock stole all the way to third, and the error brought him home as well. And the sac fly from Jaden Vasquez brought Kyle Vaughn in, and those are all your runners score, which officially makes this game where it stands 13-8. The game was quite literally flips upside down, and it's all Muckdogs' way.
All right, and here we go. Now we got some substitutions and pitching changes. Don't worry. We got the recap now. So, Brock has now been moved to right field. Kyle Vaughn is now sitting over at center, and then left field is now Jalen Roque. We've also had a pitching change. So now in for the mound right now is Mason Davey for the Batavia Muckdogs. So if you want to bring up our Erwin Branch's performance, and then we can get to the good stats with Mason Davey. But we got to start off with the other good stats with Erwin's Branch.
So Erwin's Branch's day retires only with 1 inning pitched, allowing 1 hit, 1 run, that 1 run being earned, 1 batter walked, 1 strikeout across 5 batters faced, and 20 total pitches.
All right, and then Mason Davey has made 6 appearances with 2 wins so far in the season with a 1.66 ERA and 21 innings pitched. He's allowed 12 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them being earned, 16 walks, and 29 strikeouts in the season. That right now is 3rd on the team.
gets underneath that for the first pitch. Again, Mason Davey out there on the mound for Batavia. Leading things off for the Americans is number 15, Matthew Ganchow, the left fielder. He's 2 of 2 on the day, a double and RBI single, as well as walked in his last at bat. Fouling the first ball off, it's now a 1-1 count as that pitch is inside. But holy cow.
That's a recap.
I know, I'm losing my, it's not even that, it's just the last inning too, I'm losing my voice. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. So the Muckdogs, we were saying earlier, we were just overlooking it, and I can say this now, it was sloppy.
It was. It definitely was.
At points, it was definitely where you think again to yourself, this is not how the Muckdogs would play, as that's inside 2-2. But you and me both were just kind of wondering where the Muckdogs we know were currently at, and they've finally let out of the pound, and look what they've done since.
And they've also had many opportunities, though, with bases loaded. It was bound for them to finally crack through, and especially, again, just Harmon going into triple digits with pitches.
2-2 up high, check swing does not go, unfortunately, and it's now a full count.
With 100 pitches, you come to see to the point where you finally start to figure out that pitcher's pattern, and that is exactly what happened right there. You could not tell me that they're constantly whispering to each other. They're like, okay, 2-1 count. They love that. He loves his off speed there, and the more you learned, it was how they figured him out, and that's how this rally started to happen.
We were eventually wondering when they would figure that out, as that's high and tight, ball 4, and first batter faced for Mason Davey is a walk for Ganchow. He'll be over on first base. It brings up number 3 right fielder Dominic Zangardi. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a single. But again, we were talking continuously about that. I can't say it enough. I sound like a broken record, and it's true. It's just because that was a metric that was not really frustrating, but just more kind of how are you letting these opportunities slip away, and they finally able to actually be given that situation once again and run with it. Because before that, they had left 9 total runners out there on base. Pickoff attempt over at first, close, but not quite enough. He's called safe. A 1-0 count for Zangardi, and they finally get it again, and they don't let that one go to waste. Another pickoff attempt. Bounced off the glove, but it's not going too far. Just beyond the outfield grass behind first base, so no more damage done.
Didn't go as far back to get the advanced runner, but yeah, it's definitely like you said, it was bound for them to finally break through. And in that moment right there, even when the new pitcher came in, you could tell that they were playing Muckdog baseball again. They were showing bunt and just stealing bases freely. And right now, 9 runs in that inning. I want to say we would have to fact check every single inning. I want to say that was the most runs scored by the Muckdogs in any inning, but we would have to go deep in the fact check area that, to be honest, we don't really have that much time for. But
strike 1, it's a 1-1 count. Another pickoff attempt over at first. It's safe. Yeah, we would have to go check the archives for that. But the thing was that they didn't really have to do much about, with Harmon in there, because your first 5 batters for that inning are either hit by a pitch or walked, and then what really put the nail in the coffin was Joey Socorro clearing the bases with the 2 RBI single, and then as well the error came with it and made it 3 runs scored. And then when you substitute a position player, that's where the Muckdogs were they knew what they had in front of them, and it was the equivalent of, I would say, putting a well-gourmet steak in a lion's cage. That's what Batavia was looking at it, and they ran with it. They had Braden I, who was able to reach first off the error of the pitcher, but then Evan Brock, an RBI single. Kyle Vaughn hit as well on the sac fly from Vasquez. So they were making contact, and good contact at that.
Well, here's another thing I'll say. This is one more thing that we can say as that streak happened. I also have a very small feeling that Skip.
Hold off on 1 second, Jarrett. Full count, payoff. Gets underneath that. It's a high foul ball, and it's behind us. That's not going to hit the net and knock your ball out.
Yeah, that's the situation now.
It is your inning right now, so let's see if you go past it. But again, we'll just wait for this at-bat, and we'll bring it back over to you. Again, though, on base is Ganchow. He was looking to make a sprint there. Full count will do another payoff. I'll bring this one out for the one time. Let's go gambling. Payoff. Driven right back to Davey. Over at the second base bag. One out there. Two outs.
What a play!
That's the major
What
jackpot.
a play!
Davey, it gets right over him. He's able to dodge out of the way, and I sticks with it. Able to sit on the bag and able to glove in a red-hot baseball coming straight back at him. Gets it, applies the tag, and sends it back over to Redmond at first and turns it into a double play. That seemed like that one was going to get away with him from how much heat that had.
I
off
want
it.
to fact check just to make sure. Was that Vasquez, though? Just to make sure. It might have been Vasquez who made that play over at short.
Honestly, you could be correct. I'm just trying
Because
to.
I was about to say, what a play by the new kid on the block. I'm just saying, third game, and he's already showing his stuff for the Muck Dogs.
That's outside. 2-0 count. We will have to redo the film check. But again, 2 outs. No one on. Now a 3-0 count as that's down low. And you were right. It is Vasquez. So I apologize.
No,
I'll
you know,
give his
sometimes the new kid
I'll
on
give
the
his props to him. And give props. Props is due. Is thought that was ball 4, but no, 3-1 count.
Yeah, but one thing I was trying to end off by saying, we'll finish this as quickly as possible. You could not tell me that Coach Skip was sitting there with how many times players were getting hit by a bat. We're getting hit by pitches saying like, hey, cheat in a little bit, maybe go a little bit closer into the plate and take one for the team for the greater good to bring up the streak.
Full count. It's driven foul. No, your ball won't
not
move.
moving. That's
If anyone new is joining us, I believe it was we were on defense, so I think it was the top of the second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure top of the second. A baseball hit the backstop and bounced so high that it got stuck on the netting. Payoff outside, so a walk for Mason Davey puts Vincent Favada over on first. It brings up number 26, first baseman Adam Weiss, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Walk, a fly out, and a fielder's choice. But again, the baseball bounced so high, it got stuck on the netting right in front of us and sat down, and you could see it just above Mason Davey on the tree line.
You can still kind of see it, yep.
But that's down low for a ball 1. But the thing is, we've been trying to predict on what inning it would finally come down. I guess the bottom of the 5th, and it did move. It was much higher up, but it just rolled and out. It seems to be stuck. Inside, a little close for contact, but none there. It's a 2-0 count. But yeah, that baseball has not moved since the bottom of the 5th, which it did roll down, but since then. Back to Davey. Good snag by I. And there's another good play by the infield. I this time sliding behind the second base bag. Gets it to Vasquez for the 3rd and final out. They get it done in style. Top of the 7th comes and goes. You were wrong.
I was wrong, but hey, what a play by the defense, though.
Yeah.
Both absolutely amazing plays right there.
So the top of the 7th again comes and goes. Batavia is still hanging on to their lead, 13-8. Shouldn't really say still, but their newly founded lead, but a lead nonetheless. That's a big one after being down 7-1 at one point in this game. But for the time being, as you can hear in the background, take me out to the ball game. We'll show you the upcoming schedule for your Batavia Muckdogs. So tomorrow we're on the road again at Jamestown starting at 6:30. That will be a major game, I could tell you that, for impacts on the playoff. Then Saturday, that will be at home against the Elmira Pioneers, another big major game for implications and just overall rivalry. But Sunday, we'll round things out for your weekend against the Ironbacks. For us, it's thankfully our last time having to go over the border.
Going to Canada. No more going to Canada.
Again, do be in mind, it's a 1 o'clock start window, so a unique time frame then when that game starts, but 1 o'clock on Sunday. Then for the next following week, starting things off on Monday, again, Jamestown here at home at 6:30. Tuesday against Niagara Falls Americans at 6:30 as well. Then at Jamestown on Wednesday and Thursday the 16th at Olean at 6:30. So the last stretch where you'll ever see us not flip-flopping between home and away is those 3 away games. Will clean things up. And since then, other than that one day off, it's away, home, away, home, away, home.
Yep.
I liked it better when it was home stretches. I liked it personally.
I absolutely love Dwyer Stadium right here, you know.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm familiar. I like my spot in the press box. It's my spot.
It's a nice spot, exactly.
It is. I do like it. And I made it mine.
You know, and sometimes when we go places too, we don't know if there's both of us in the broadcast.
Enough seats, yeah.
So you never know. You never know. I'm just saying.
Up to bat, leading things off for Batavia. It's number 1, Cooper Russell. He is 0 for 0. 0 for 0, 0 for 0, and that will, oh my goodness, continue.
There's number 3 for him.
He has been hit by pitch 3 times today, as well as walked on the other 2. That bat of his has not had to be used, but every time he has reached first base, I don't know if he's happy or not with those results, but I got to believe, given the fact that Batavia is leading now, he's not going to complain, and he's just going to tank those shots. But number 2, extra hitter Jackson Inman up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day as he skies that over to right, shallow right, who's got it, right fielder second. It's the right fielder who closes in on the gap and gets the first out for the Americans defense. That's Dominic Zangardi out in right field.
All I got to say is they better have some ice baths ready, either if it's at the dorm or maybe in that clubhouse, because there has been so many players that have gotten hit by a pitch.
Luckily, not to know, but luckily they haven't been like red hot.
That's true. That's true. It hasn't been a fireball kind of thrower, but still, definitely will leave a bruise.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
still getting a hit by pitch is not something that you are too fond of or being like, yeah, let's do it again. But now up is third baseman number 8, Miles Manel. Over 1 to go. Russell going to, as that's strike 1. But again, I crossed my words there, as Russell was successfully stolen second for his 3rd stolen bag of the day. That's Miles Manel up to the plate. He's 0 for 1, a ground out. Other than that, he's been hit twice and walked once. 0-1. Delivery here. Sent back over to second. Scooped up by the second baseman, able to make the put out over at first. Gladfelter on the plate does advance the runner. Cooper Russell now on third. Fresh count, 2 outs. It's catcher number 34, Joey Socorro. Joey Socorro having himself another amazing day. Yesterday, he went 3 of 5. We talked about it earlier. I would say he was the MVP of that game for Batavia. And right now, he's making another good case. 2 of 4, 3 RBIs, and 2 singles as well. We'll see if that trend can continue here. Fresh count, 2 outs. Cooper Russell on third. First pitch, he'll take a swing at it. It gets down over in left field.
Why not do it
Russell
again?
comes in for the score.
Oh, here
Socorro
we go.
going to. He's running. He's taking off and could not be fielded by the left fielder. Cleanly enough, Matthew Ganchow having trouble with the baseball. A double for Joey Socorro. Make that an RBI double, and he is making another case for MVP for Batavia in back-to-back nights. Though with Russell on the score, it's 14-8.
This is just unbelievable right now. What a comeback. 2 different stories in this game. Obviously, Batavia Muckdogs in those first few innings, we admitted that they were sloppy, but right now we're just seeing a whole different team in this ball game right now.
Socorro now standing on second. It's number 17, your second baseman, Braden I, out there in the batter's box. We'll take strike 1 looking. Glasscock on the delivery. It's ripped over to center right. Will it be able to be located? And what a snag from the center fielder, David Harris, running into the wall at the warning track. But that's the 3rd out, but nonetheless, Batavia adds 1 more onto their score, 14-8. entering the 8th inning. 2 more chances now for a flipped story where we thought we would be talking about the Muckdogs here. No, it's the Americans who have 2 more chances to pull back within this game. They're down 6 after this long game has transpired, but nonetheless, down 6. 2 more innings to go. We'll come back in just a moment. In the 8th inning, here we go. We do have a little note for you on defensive changes. It's Mason Davey out there on the mound, Joey Sikora catcher, but here's the notable changes. Matt Marsh has taken over the role at first place, coming in for Braden Redmond. Braden I still at second. Jaden Vasquez over short, Miles Manel third, and a few changes for your outfield. Following the pinch hit for Brian Johnson for Jalen Roque, he's now taking on the duties in left field. Evan Brock has been shifted over to right, and Kyle Vaughn has now been shifted as well to center. So just a little bit of mix and match in your outfield. Matt Marsh coming over at first, and of course Mason Davey on the mound for the Muckdogs.
I was about to say, do you want to take an attempt at that question right there?
What would your walk-up song be, and why? If you could play any other position, what would it be? My walk-up song would... I've answered this before, and I think it's still going to be like a Michael... Like, I love Michael Jackson. That's my favorite artist by far. Anyone would know that from working with me, but I would probably go with the song Scream by Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, and it would be that bridge with the guitar. That's one of my favorite bridges in music history.
So I will go off. It's in a Fast and Furious movie, and there's like a Travis Scott part that I just absolutely love.
No, and a correction out there on the mound, it is no longer Mason Davey. Apologize for that. It's Garrett Beaver out there to close for the Muckdogs. So that's ball 1, now strike 1. Up to the plate for the Americans, it's number 10, Evan Shank. He struck out 3 times. And then to answer your question, if you could play any other position, what would it be? Any position. During my Little League days, I was an outfielder. I definitely did like, and I was also second. 2-1. Chopped, going foul. So 2-2 count. My favorite position was third.
I was a third baseman like my whole...
I did have a lot of fun at short, but I didn't like... I was also, because I was a kid and I didn't really like the ball coming at me so hot off the bat sometimes. I was kind of afraid over at short. But it was fun because the ball constantly went over to you. I just did not like it when I saw a ball off the bat moving, you know, as a kid, what looked like 90 miles an hour at me.
I was the third baseman, and I just loved it my whole career. It was the position that I actually liked.
And has him looking. First strikeout for Beaver.
If you could meet any baseball player, who would it be?
I would probably. My final answer for that question, though, I'd probably say short.
Short?
Short.
I would probably say third. I was happy with always being at third. Then if I can meet any baseball player, even though he left, I still absolutely love Francisco Lindor.
Dustin Pedroia.
Go with a retired guy. Nah, I like it. I like going with a retired guy.
So now up to bat for the Americans, it's Anthony Savino. He is 1 for 3 on the day. 2 singles and a runner batted in as that goes for ball 1. A 1-0 count, no one on, 1-0. That's going to be inside the zone for 1-1. Who's the funniest teammate? The team from the team bus would be the funniest, as that's inside 2-1. Funniest?
Do you want me to say mine first?
Yeah, you say yours.
Evan Brock. I think he's absolutely hilarious.
2-1. Sent back, called foul. And here's the stats for Garrett Beaver. Again, the 1-0 record, 1.65 ERA, 16.1 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 5 runs, 3 runs, 3 of those being earned. And tell me the strikeouts.
Yep, 4 walks and 21 strikeouts, and he's also made 11 appearances so far in the season.
But a 2-2 count. Sends it back over the head of Vasquez over to left field, and a base hit. Going to, though. The throw is collected by the cutoff man. And it's a double for Savino. His hitting day continues. He's now 3 of 4 following that. It brings up Tyler Foxcroft. He's 1 of 3 on the day. Or 0 for 3 on the day. Reaching first off a fielder's choice, a ground out and another fielder's choice. First pitch, though, for Foxcroft. I don't know why I say that with an S. I have like a lisp on it.
Foxcroft?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Foxcroft?
Yeah, I think I try to say Foxcroft and I'm messing myself up. Down low, 1-1 count, though, for Foxcroft. Savino now on 2. But my answer would probably be James Quintero.
That's a good. I didn't even think of that one. Yeah.
No, I'll give the nod to Quintero for that one. Talking things over with Beaver and Socorro. Day game or night game? Night game, so you're not. I picked night game, so you're not bored all day. I mean, the earliest we start is 4:05, and now upcoming is that 1 o'clock game, so I'm not really going to use that. My judgment for a 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock game, that's my question, really. That's how I'm going to interpret it. But the 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. So if I had the choice to start the game at 6:30 or 4:05, it really depends, because you are right. Like at 4:05, no one's.
If it's an away game,
some people are still working. They're not ready to watch these games.
If it's an away game, I would say 4:05. But if it's like a home game, I'm saying 6:30.
Swing and a miss, a strikeout. Another one rung up for Beaver.
Some people got a bedtime, I definitely got a bedtime, man.
4:05 for away games, yeah. And then for home, but if we're talking home, I'll probably also pick 4:05 just because I like getting home and it's not 11 o'clock.
You still got some time in the day, so you can maybe grab a dinner or something, after a 4. I understand that, yeah.
The world isn't all asleep at that time. Sent over to shallow left, it gets down and held up at the corners are the runners. Runners on the corners as Savino now stands over at third. Logan Stickler with the base hit, putting himself on first. What's the worst dance moves? Jarrett. Oh, are we talking players? Oh,
Wow.
that was a fast answer. Number 27, Justin Gladfelter, the second baseman, up to the plate. Fifth go-around in the carousel for the batting order. One of three.
I feel violated.
RBI double. He struck out, ground out, and a walk.
See, but the problem is we did karaoke, so we know like they're singing. We don't really know the dance moves.
I haven't been able to see their moves as much, but if you're just talking between me and Jarrett, it's Jarrett by like a mile. I
Yeah,
saw you try doing the, what was it, the Cupid Shuffle? You couldn't.
Hey,
it
hey,
says
hey,
the
hey,
dance
hey,
moves.
hey, it's been a while since I've heard the Cupid Shuffle.
0-1, runner going two. It's a little too far outside. Socorro able to save it from going to the backstop, and a free bag for Stickler. It's now second and third loaded with Americans. Ugh.
So when's the last time you heard the Cupid Shuffle? Because it's been like 2 years for me.
I mean, it's been a while, but I know the Cupid Shuffle. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Swing and a miss. 1-2. You could use a pull. I don't think so. I think the ball's too heavy. You'd really have to hit it inside where you're holding, like right above your knuckles. I don't think that's physically if you're using a baseball and it's someone throwing it like a pitcher, like an actual pitcher throwing it, no. I think that's literally by physics impossible. But the 1-2. Deal. And
He wanted it.
I think everyone did. I think everyone thought that was it, but no, a 2-2 count. So that's just outside. And yeah, come back. I was thinking that's a
full
2-2 count.
That's
I was about to say, hold on. Hold
tried,
your horses.
He tried sneaking one in. He tried sneaking a fast one.
Hold your horses there, Gladfelter. Come back. Get back in the box. It's full count. He almost did try to fool the entire stadium.
He almost got it too. Like he was going.
I know. No one really motioned immediately. Everyone was just kind of confused.
All right, now the cherry on top would be the strikeout. The cherry on top now, if you're a Muckdog fan, is just a strikeout looking.
Full count. Payoff for Beaver. Delivery. Inside, gets underneath it. It's going over to center. Kyle Vaughn calls it off, and he's got it. No runs scored. Defense stays perfect while Beaver's on the mound. And the flyout from Gladfelter brings an end. 14-8 is still your score, and the Americans are down to one last chance in this long game that's been moving forward. Again, down to their last chance as it sits 14-8. But before that last chance comes about, the Batavia Muckdogs have a chance to extend their lead if they wish. We'll be back in just a second when that continues. And here we go, bottom of the 8th, a pitching change in for the Niagara Falls Americans. That's Thomas Marcotte out there on the mound, and he is not a traditional pitcher, a positional player coming out to close out this game. It's a 1-1 count for the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 8th. It's number 11, Evan Brock. Got his first hit in his last at-bat, an RBI single. Gets underneath that, though. Pop fly, is it in play? Yes, it was, but the catcher can't hang on to it. Just off the tip of his glove and dropped by Foxcroft. So an 0-2 count. Evan Brock will get another crack at it. 1-2, excuse me. Lines that deep to left. Keep going. Woo! Goodbye.
No, it's in play. It's in play.
Evan.
It's in play.
No.
It's in play. It's in play.
What?
It hit the top of the wall, Batavia
It
down.
did? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You got too excited. You got a
I
little,
did.
See, you want that home run call, but it's just.
Are you kidding me? Off the top of the wall, if at all.
I know you wanted that home run call.
Wow. How did that not go? You saw that too.
I saw it too. Don't worry, but you got to be patient with the calls, man.
I thought I did. It's also because I need my glasses. And that's a quick hit by pitch for Kyle Vaughn. You can have first, Kyle Vaughn, but excuse me for my little prank. I can't believe that. I swore I saw it go behind the wall. I think I lost it the second.
You lost in the light because it hit.
No, I didn't lose in the light. I think once it went just in front of the Batavia Downs, that's when I lost it. The white on white.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's when I lost it. Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought that was gone.
All right, we got the big maple up though, so we got.
Sent over to between the gap, goes all the way out to right field. Evan Brock coming home. The plate cut off by Marcotte. And there you go. Evan Brock comes in for the score. It's now 15-8.
And that was awesome. So the big maple is Matt Marsh. For anybody that does not know, that is his first hit. There we go. In 5 games, he was looking for that first hit, and he finally got it in the season.
See, April Fool's on the Evan Brock call.
It's all right. It's all right.
But it doesn't matter. He still comes in for the score in the end. 15-8 is your score. 2 runners on, first and second. And all I learned from that is, 1, I got to follow through with the play and not lean back in my chair too soon. And 2nd, I should probably start wearing my glasses a little more often while commentating. Up high for ball 1. It's Jaden Vasquez.
Sorry, I'll be your eyes for you.
As the big maple did come in for Braden Redmond as he replaced him on defense over at first. Here, I'm going to put him on now. I can't risk that ever happening again. And I'm going to make it a habit. Whoops.
So I've never seen you in glasses, so this is going to be a...
You did for like a brief moment. But yeah, that's a lot better. That's fouled off. Yeah, if I had seen these, my vision isn't terrible.
Wait, he just caught that. He caught that in the fence. He reached over the fence and he got it.
What a snag.
Yep, I think the bullpen guy was even trying to catch it too, trying to give it a little interference right there. But the left fielder was still able to make the play on that. He caught it over the fence.
What a play from Ganschow, though, to stick with it. We haven't seen any of those plays just yet this season.
That's the first one, yep.
But catches it in foul territory. But it's now 1 out, and he did that so,
casually.
Yeah, I know. Didn't show any kind of, excitement. His runner's going to second, no throw. So now 2 in scoring position. And, I mean, that's kind of a reason why you can't really show that much excitement is when you're down
That's true.
15-8.
That's true.
That might be a little gut wrenching to make a play on that.
And Matt Marsh also got a stolen base right there. You kind of like missed that one too. He stole second right there.
1-0 gets underneath that. Rogue popping that out into foul territory and caught by the third baseman for the second out. Evan Shank on that play. 2 foul balls that have both been caught are the 2 reasons that there is 2 outs. And up to bat is the top of the lineup for the 6th go-around. It's Cooper Russell. He has not recorded a hit, and he's not recorded an out. He's been hit by pitch 3 times and walked twice as well. We'll see if the bat comes off his shoulders and could be a reason why he could get on base, as he'll take strike 1 looking. On deck is number 2, Jackson Inman. But yeah, I can tell you right now, my vision, like, I can see close very well. It's just like small objects and numbers and the distance are bad. It gets underneath that for a pop fly, and it's out of play. Oh, hits the net. But
no movement.
No
Nothing.
movement from the ball. It's still on there in your screen.
It might just stay for the whole game now.
I don't think it's going anywhere. It's stuck in like a little
It's in a
dip.
pocket, yeah.
Yeah, it's in its own pocket. It's not moving anywhere. That's what I was saying. Like when the ball moved in the bottom of the 5th and I saw it do that, I'm like, I don't think it's going anywhere unless you get an exact like beamer back to the backstop. 0-2 though, then lobs that in, and almost the 4th time that Cooper Russell would have to taste pain, but no, it's a 1-2 count. I can actually like read the sponsorships now on the outside wall. It's magnificent. And that's driven over to left, and it's going foul, but that would have been gone. See, that would have been gone.
See, now you're just like seeing like new things, right? This is like the most
like,
genuine smile I've seen.
Yeah, I know, because I saw that one all the way through. I didn't lose it. But I'm more upset because I thought I finally had a home run call, and I feel like that would have been able to make up for it, make me look a little less ridiculous. It's a 1-2 count. Gets underneath that. Deep to left. Gets down on the line. 2 scoring for the Muckdogs. Cooper Russell finally records his first hit in his first full at-bat. A 2 RBI single for Russell. 2 more. It's now 17-8. This game is just out of hand. And the Muckdogs showing no remorse.
So, Mad Dog, what would you rate Grayson with glasses on a scale of 1 to 10? What are we?
I would rate it a 8 out of 10, but the unfortunate part is that you fans can't see what he looks like because they refuse to do a face cam.
We don't have a camera to do a
Have you done a
face cam.
backflip yet?
Coming soon.
Have you done the backflip yet?
When we get the hopefully updated GoPro to work, we'll be able to do face cam.
And then we'll also get the backflip from Mad Dog, right?
0-1 count for Inman. He drives that deep to left. It's going down to the wall. No, but it loses a little bit of speed underneath it. That was 3 times I've been faked out for a home run.
Yeah, you missed it. You tried to make a home run call, but bounced off the walls. The Evan Brock. He did.
I did. I thought that was over, and it just hit off the top of the wall.
This is why he's got the glasses
That's why
on.
I threw my glasses on, is because I lost the white baseball in front of the white Batavia Down sponsorship.
And then you should have saw it when he had like a foul ball going out of play. He's like, dude, I could see it the whole way.
I got excited. But again, the bottom of the 8th comes to a conclusion finally. 17-8 is your score. The Muckdogs have this game written all over. They've cleaned house. They were down at 1 point, 7-1. Then were able to score 9 innings alone in 1 inning, that being the bottom of the 6th. The bottom of the 5th, they were able to score 3. But that 9 is really what did this game in and flipped everything on their heads. 13-8 was the score, and since then, the Americans have been held scoreless and been stuck at 8 runs entering the top of the 9th, where they'll need to score at least 9 to keep this game moving forward. But as it stands, and it's going to be a tough challenge, as the Muckdogs were able to score 4 more to make it 17-8. Hits for both teams. It's 11 hits for the Americans, 8 hits for the Batavia Muckdogs, 4 errors on the Americans' behalf, and the Muckdogs have 2 errors on their defense. So Right now, you would look at those metrics and see 11 hits for the Americans. Yeah, that makes sense for 8 runs. 8 hits for the Muckdogs, 17 scoring.
Well, again, there was just so many hit by pitches, so many walks by that first pitcher. That man being, don't tell me, I'll get it. Kyrie Harmon, he went into the triple digits and he constantly walked batters, hit by pitches. And now in the later innings, when they had runners in scoring position, they attacked them. That's when they started to get the runs, and that's when they made that long run, 9 innings, like we mentioned so many times. And right now, you're fact-checking the hit by pitches, and I really want to know the
I believe it is, if my math is correct, I could have missed something here.
Going
but
8.
There is 9 hit by pitches and 8 walks. So that's 17 free bases for the Batavia Muckdogs. And just talking about the Batavia Muckdogs, we do have a pitching change coming in for Garrett Beaver. He won't be closing out to the end. It's Logan Thomas making an appearance for the Batavia Muckdogs. Haven't seen him too much, but again, he comes in late in this game, up 9, to hopefully close things out and shut the door on what's been a long-lasting, painful game for now. How the turntables.
It's become a little bit of a
the
more
Niagara
fun.
Falls Americans.
I'm going to be honest, you with glasses like a completely different person, a completely different broadcaster.
I feel smarter. Fresh count. Ripped over to first. Scooped up by Matt Marsh. And he'll do it himself. Unassisted, a ground out. I'll get you the number on that. That was number 18, David Harris. On the ground out. Leads up to number 15, Matthew Ganchell, up to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the day. A double, an RBI single, and has been walked twice in the other 2 plate appearances.
Sorry, I'm just so shocked with these glasses. For anybody that does not know, me and him were Cortland students. We had a few classes together. We're also roommates for the summer internship, and I'm going to be honest, I have never seen you with glasses before.
Strike 1 inside. Yeah, I don't wear them too often just because I feel like I don't need them, but then when I wear them, I do remember I probably should.
I have to get them, but I've kind of been holding off on that. I would like to lie to myself saying I got good vision.
0-1 count. Fouled off, 0-2.
Sean, you are late again.
So again, 0-2. Logan Thomas coming in for Garrett Beaver. And that's just avoiding a hit by pitch. It got down in the dirt before it made contact. Grayson looks studious. I do. I do. 1-2. Delivery from Thomas. Ooh.
No.
Apparently didn't punch it in the bottom right enough, but it's a 2-2 count. I'm the closer. I don't wake up till the 9th.
We'd love to see you a little bit earlier, though, Sean, you know.
Sorry, did you go through Logan Thomas's stats? No?
No, but we'll do it after this
Is that
at-bat.
sent over to third? Stopped by Manel. The beam over to first. In time. 2 outs now. And up to bat for possibly the last chance is Dominic Zangardi, the right fielder, number 3.
So Logan Thomas has made 3 appearances with a 6.75 ERA. With 4 innings pitched, he's allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 of them being earned, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. What a play by the Big Maple, by the way. We don't really see him on the field as much. We either see him as a pitcher or even a pinch hitter, but what a scoop over at first.
Sticking with it. Gets underneath that. It's going into foul territory. And just out of play. The Big Maple can't get another out with his name on it. But 2 outs and an 0-1 count for Zangardi. 2 strikes away is Logan Thomas from retiring this game. Inside, down low in the dirt. And it's a ball 1. 1-1 count. Ball 2, 2-1. Two outs, 2-1 count. Delivery from Thomas. It's dribbled over to second. Toss. And there it is. 27 outs have been reached. The game is written. Batavia takes home a win in a thriller of a comeback. 17-8. What a fight through the rest of this entire game. They were down 7-1 at one point. Then 9 runs scored in the bottom of the 6th. Makes it a final score of 17-8. They don't even need the bottom of the 9th to add on. The damage has been done. Jarrett, take me through the game.
We saw 2 unbelievably different games right now. It started with Niagara taking that unbelievable lead. And then, of course, they had their opportunities in that start of the game with all those hit-by pitches and runs that were, and walks that were bases loaded so many times and they couldn't cash in. But then in the later game, we saw them get those opportunities again. And once again, it was a completely different team. The Batavia Muckdogs now 7 games in a row. And they got a big one against Jamestown tomorrow. If they beat Jamestown tomorrow, the tiebreaker will always fall in the Batavia Muckdogs' favor. So, big game in terms of a tiebreaker and also to keep first. But for right now, 7-game win streak for the Batavia Muckdogs. And what a game.
So with that, the Batavia Muckdogs will move to a record of 22-6. The Niagara Falls Americans fall to 9-21. Their losing streak now grows to 9. Unfortunately, they are in a late season collapse and still in desperate need of turning it around if they want to fight for a late playoff spot. But for the Muckdogs, they've now reached a new season high run total. 17 scored in this game alone. They didn't even need one of their chances given to them, but 17-8. Your final score here for the Muckdogs and the Americans matchup. And before signing off or anything, we'll of course take you through the schedule one last time so you guys know where to catch us and when. And here we go. For your schedule, there's a little bad timing there with the graphic. We'll pull it up once more, but here we go. For your schedule, tomorrow at Jamestown, again, a very important matchup in terms of playoff implications. That starts at 6:30 at Jamestown. Then for your weekend against the Elmira Pioneers at 6:30. Sunday against the Ironbacks, last time away over there for us. That's a good thing for us as that travel is a little bit time consuming, but again, that's a unique time slot, 1 o'clock. Don't miss that. Sunday, 1 o'clock against the Niagara Ironbacks. Then for your next week against Jamestown, one more time, there will be another matchup later in the week. Again, you see it there. 3 matchups, the final 3 within a week, but versus Jamestown at home, then Tuesday against the Niagara Falls Americans again, and then Wednesday, last matchup against Jamestown at Jamestown 6:30, and rounding things out at Olean at 6:30. But again, 3 more matchups against Jamestown's, each with huge playoff implications. And we'll see you then. But again, for tonight, 17-8, your final score between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Niagara Falls Americans. And one last message from Stop DWI: drive sober or get pulled over. Thank you for your sponsorship tonight and making our town safe throughout the state. But again, 17-8, your final score. Batavia Muckdogs taking home the win. My name's Ben Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. We wish you a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow on the air.